You know, I had my first weird experience out here in this simulation I'm living in over here in the state I live in now. So I go out. I have a Sunday to myself. My lady leaves Sunday. She has something to do. So usually, brunch is Sunday, all that good shit. I have a Sunday to myself. So football games all day. It's a man's dream, right? Yeah. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go grab some. I ain't doing no grocery shops. So I'm gonna go eat by myself. I'm gonna find me a little bar, go eat, grab some wings in the corner, and just watch the football games. If I live, it's all a strip of bars, and Sunday, the whole strip is watching football. Everybody's watching football. Everybody doing their thing.
Football
cool.
Sunday, yeah.
But then the niggas invaded. So
you mean like actual
the
niggas?
actual niggas?
Okay,
like,
cool.
yeah, like niggas that look like us.
Because sometimes we just say niggas for like
No,
bad people.
like the general
No,
population.
niggas invaded.
Okay, it's how to get that clarification. Okay.
So I'm like, all right, cool. So there's one bar. It's actually where we went to go eat. That place, I don't know what happened. I don't know what was going on. Well, we went to a couple Sundays ago. Like,
no, it's probably our fault. They saw. Like
no, I think they had like a special night going on, a day or night going on.
Okay.
Because like they had a DJ there, like a physical DJ. It wasn't playing music. It was a physical DJ there, and like every black person that must live here was there. And I'm looking, not walking, hell no. I peek and I was like, what the fuck is going on over
you
here?
Don't like niggas.
So no, I don't.
You don't like.
Keep these niggas away from me.
This is more than I can deal with.
No,
right
I'm
now.
not. Those days are behind me.
But that's good for business.
That's their business, not mine. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep away from niggas. I'm past that point in my life. I moved away from you niggas for a reason. No. So I walk by, I peek and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm guessing it was like hip hop day or a specific day for hip hop.
Uh-huh.
I see the girls, and then I'm seeing niggas outside smoking. I'm like, what? Where am I? Like, I could have stayed where I was at for this.
The trenches.
I feel like a
to you.
story in the Bronx came to you.
No, bro. I was like, yo, why y'all following me? So I go to the bar next to that because I'm not going in there. I'm going in there, I'm watching.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, and I'm going to get to the point of the story, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm now going to walk towards my house. I'm like, all right. But that's past the bar.
So you got to go back.
Oh, he has to walk past them.
Yeah, I got to walk past it. But at this point, they must let all niggas out because I heard the music got cut off and niggas just now standing outside. And like the scene of niggas standing outside of a beautiful establishment, it's like, well, you niggas like go home.
This is early or this is late?
No, it's early. It's like
It's 4. I know
it's like 3 p.m. 3, 4 p.m.
Yeah, the 1 p.m. games. And
So I guess the R&B hip hop nigga party was over. I guess so. Then they stand outside. I'm like, all right. I mean, I'm walking normal, and I get a yo. I'm like, there's no way niggas is talking to me. I'm like, I turn around, and he's like, yo, how much them shits cost? My shoes. And my brain immediately reverts back to my caveman antics.
Yes.
I said, they cost as much as they cost, nigga. What you want? Like, my natural, my brain flipped the switch that has not had to flip in an extended period of time. And I'll go everywhere. I'm comfortable. But I said, hey, he's like, oh, I ain't, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, what's your size? Anytime a nigga asks you what size shoe you wear, in my brain, you
gotta go.
I'm ready to die now. In my brain, I'm like, all right, however it's about to go, it's gonna go down. Like, and then
I'm waiting for the shoe to drop, but not like, is this gonna get better or worse?
So then I'm like, they're my size. My nigga, I said they're my size, man. What you mean? And then his homie's like, oh nah, he don't mean it like that. Woo. And it was some big dudes. So at this point, I'm like, I just gotta get one.
At least
I said that's always
get one, yeah.
I just gotta get one out, and whatever happens after that, I just gotta stay on my feet. I'm already in my brain, it's already going into like, oh shit. You get one, cool, and then you give yourself space to look. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already
deviate.
And I'm doing the backup walk towards. Like, I'm back in to see where I'm at, but I'm kind of walking to, you know what I'm saying? All of that shit is happening in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, I ain't mean like that with the woo. I'm saying, you got to, and he's like, yo, like, you get a good deal, you can hook me up. I was like, my nigga, don't ask me that shit no more, all right? This conversation over, all right? You heard? And first of all, for y'all to be with 6 niggas and y'all let that slide, I was like, oh, these guys don't mean no harm. They just look awful. I was like, you guys just look terrible.
Damn, bro.
You guys just look dangerous. Y'all don't mean no harm. Because once that flip just switched in my head, I'm like, oh, Here?
different-
I
it's a
moved
different
here
type of time.
for this to never be a problem.
He
That's a
says,
different
like, this
type
is
of
why
time.
I left y'all in the back. I don't know why for me, because I always walk with at least 2 to 3 knives in like different places on my body. I don't care if I'm wearing Nike Techs or whatever like that. That conversation different, bro. I'm already having one hand in my pocket. I look like I'm off a Top Boy. Like I'm already like once you start talking and I have my hands in my pocket, like I'm already ready. Like depending on how this is gonna go, I've imagined this. I'm going for your neck. Like somebody's gonna drop. Like, are you Joe? You laughing, but he's thinking.
I feel him.
I'm like at the point like
where's the
there's
food?
6 of y'all. I'm already thinking
Where's
Jason
the food,
Bourne.
fam? Where the peas, bro?
No, I am the peas, and nobody's getting any food, bro.
I'm not gonna lie,
like,
I'm not-
But it's been so long since I'm like, yo, bro. And the thing is, I'm thinking in my head, yo, you know, you got into the accident, you ain't got your whip right now. If you drop, you know, I don't go into that because I'm like, I'm always driving. I'm like, no, I would always walk here. It's up the block.
It's just all a whole bunch of calculations.
And I'm like,
going on.
I would always walk to this place. It's literally up the street. I would never. So I'm like, oh, this was gonna go down. And my brain like, oh, it's gonna go down no matter what would have happened. So all right, it's gonna happen. How's it gonna happen? I mean, hey, we have been in this situation thousands of times. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. Oh, like he's like, oh, once a nigga actually was size, I'm like, oh, you're clearly not from anywhere that's anywhere dangerous. What that means, I was like, bro, in my size, what's up with you? Like, his man's like, oh, nah, he don't even mean like that. I'm like, yeah, I hope not, my nigga. Like, I'm not with.
I'm just saying, this is why, like, unless I'm like, I have it, like, it's a date night, I like putting my hands in my pockets, bro, because you don't know what's in my pockets. I know what's in my pockets. And it's like, I'm not starting to talk to you.
Oh, no, I was pump faking too, because I'm in my head, I'm like, oh, shit, I don't got nothing. I was running around here like a doofus.
That's John,
It's
that's
survival.
you.
It's
I was
just-
I got 2 knives on my right
I was
side.
pump
My
faking
left
like
side's
there
a
was
little
something
naked
in my
today.
pocket. No, I don't ever want to be.
Wait, actually, I do have a knife in my left pocket. Yeah, that's cool.
Bro, but like,
I carry two.
this might be the safest place in the United States. I think they just invited niggas that day. Hey, whoever, I'm gonna go. Hey, don't invite the niggas over here. All right?
Want to pop out, man.
No,
It's just a
no,
calm
stay
night.
wait, stay in the hood or wherever.
Football
you
Sunday, man.
I don't care where I can go to Canada where they leave their doors unlocked.
That's a fact.
I am always gonna have at least a different
I'll
size
have
knife in my pocket.
I'll
bro.
have something small.
I gotta have it.
Yeah.
What I'm legally allowed to have if anybody police want to watch it. I don't have anything crazy. You guys think it's small, but it's mighty. It's not smart. I will nick you, boy.
You don't need
Nigga John Wick. This nigga said,
That's all you need.
this
to
nigga, this nigga got ninja stars and this. This nigga.
First of all, a digital is not just safe. If I nick myself, I lose, bro. I gotta be able to
Listen, I told her in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna get one of you niggas out, and then from there, I'm gonna back up and then spot what's next. And y'all have no idea. I've been in this situation 300 times. But then in my brain, I'm like, oh, these niggas right in front of the spot. Them niggas generally want to know where I got my sneakers from.
I mean,
that's in their brain. They're like, yo, I generally just want to know where you got your sneakers from.
but-
And I was like, oh, I do have some nice
Like,
sneakers
just
on.
put me onto the sauce.
No, bro.
And I was like,
those-
nah, don't ask me that. nigga.
they probably from CT, bro. Like a New York person, we don't like those
Oh,
questions.
no,
bro.
facts.
No, yeah, no.
See, what I would say, I wouldn't even say how much your sneakers cost or what your size is. Like, bro, what's the name of those sneakers? Because then I'll be like, I just want to look them up on Go. That's like the quickest way to diffuse the situation.
Yeah.
It's like, if I've never seen that pair before, it's like, bro, what's the name of those sneakers? Because I need to check that up myself. Like, everyone wants to treat us like Google, and this is how people get shot and stabbed. Like, don't ask me my size. Because now it sounds like you want my
certain
sneakers.
phrases, certain
Bro,
words.
like, just learn it.
Listen, man, nigga ever ask me my size? Nigga, if my mom asks me, mom, why you want to know my size? Like, I might be like, hey, chill out. Like, why you want to
That's
know
a
my
mama
size?
love,
Hey,
damn,
yo,
you
chill
too,
out.
like-
Don't ask me my size shoe. What's up with you?
Wait,
Like, what you
Randall,
mean?
was there ever a point that your size shoe your mom could fit? So when she actually, because there's a time that my mom used to actually run me and my brothers for our slippers and our sneakers. So when she would say, yo, what size you wear again? It's like, I'm about to get robbed in my own house.
No,
You want to take my sneakers?
she don't care. My mom don't care if it fits. She's gonna take your shit. She's gonna find it. She's gonna take it. This is what it is. Oh, I like these, mom. You are size 7. I wear size 13. What are you doing?
Nah,
I don't care.
I used to take my cousin's sneakers because they were older, but they were like one shoe size higher than me when I was younger. So I was like, yo, y'all got some J's? I'm just take
Shoe size don't even matter anymore.
They wouldn't say anything as long as I didn't
they
fuck
lie.
them up.
Shoes are so expensive that it don't matter. If whatever you can get, if it's a little too tight, if it's a little too big, it's whatever I can get. If I got a two size, I got
Like
a 2
elementary, middle
size
school, yo.
range now. If I want them, I gotta. Can't get the ones. It's just how it is right
It
now.
wasn't so recently. Like I look back on it and it's like, damn, bro, like I was in the trenches when it came to footwear. Like,
I feel that. I feel like now it depends. Because I feel like I used to be able to like get away with 11 and a half. That don't happen no more. Like I
Yeah.
can,
At all.
like one of my homies on like my corporate league team, he had like PGs and like size 13, but they're not no size 13. Like I put them on, I was like, man, he's like 12 and a half. And like at that point of like how big they are, they're like incrementally like not that serious. I was like, nah. But if it's under, I got like the questions, like the white and blue ones, and like, damn, I missed my size by like probably like 30 minutes because when they were releasing it, it's like, all right, let me try to get like the 11 and a half. Boy, I felt like one of them kids that was wearing like them tight dress shoes, just walking around,
toes curling,
just walking around real slow. It's like, why are you limping? I'm not limping. I just have pain in the middle of my foot.
Oh, that'd be me. I'll suffer for some fashion. I'll suffer.
I can't do that.
I'll suffer for some fashion.
I can't.
Now, I know a couple people who wore like a size up or a size down just for.
Oh, that's me.
Like when phone pauses came out during that era and shit. Oh man,
that's why if a girl wear heels, I get it. I'm like, damn, I be doing that shit. I hear you. I'll squeeze in a little something to make it look good. I hear y'all. Pause. Right? I hear pause. All right, we gonna start. That was pause. That was crazy.
Pause, you're not wearing heels.
Some of them shoes be man heels. Pradas, yeah, those are my man heels.
I recently.
Those my man heels.
Recently got a pair of Pradas, some older ones.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
when you got them?
Some blue a while back.
Oh, you said recently. See how niggas lie real quick? Look, yo, him and Derek don't never tell the truth.
They were gifted.
Light-skinned niggas have never told the truth in their life.
They were gifted to me by my brother-in-law because he.
I asked how you got them. I just want to win.
Dude, and
I'm just trying to figure out what y'all
can't front. I told him I was like, yo, bro, I can't front. I always wanted a pair of these because I saw everyone.
You talking about the shiny ones, the one that people will be wearing the tuxedos and stuff?
No, I don't know about tuxedos. But like,
wait, am I talking about the right shoe?
No, you talking about the
What am I talking about?
You talking about the sneakers, like the ones that are different colors?
Yeah. And I was like, damn, bro, I always really wanted the pair.
But it's like the one with the shiny thing in the front?
Yeah. The colors with different colors.
All right, cool. So I know what y'all talking about. I would call those like the dressed up version of the AJ11s.
No, yeah, those are.
No, because you would wear that. You could get that way with casual fits, and do people try to dress up with it? I'd be like, I don't know why.
Those are man heels.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, like those. So I would call those like the more mature AJ11s. Yo, I be seeing people at like the proms and stuff. Like, who you running from? Why are you trying to wear like the Pradas like that, bro?
It's different now.
I can't keep up with the young fashion. Bro.
It's different.
I mean, me neither. I currently can't keep with the young kids because they almost try to take my shoes. I'm gonna smack the shit out y'all, and then I'm gonna go to prison. And I'm gonna gladly do the little 30 days I gotta do.
No, what if they were like early 20s?
I'd have beat the shit out of them.
No, that's fine. That's overage.
They grown.
Huh?
They grown. Yeah,
they grown at that
No,
point.
I'm saying maybe they just didn't know because like
no, I now realize they probably had no idea the way it was coming off to me because when I was. Because you have to match aggression with aggression. I'm like, oh, they weren't even. I was like, yo, what you? And they're like, oh, no, not like that. Like, I was like, yo, bro, I actually want to credit my shit, all right? And I turned then I faked turn. I'm like, I'm watching to see if niggas, but they was like, oh, they went about their business. I was like, oh, shit. They generally just want to know what my shoes were from or what they were.
Like it.
What the hell?
Does that mean?
But don't do that shit again.
Are we too old now, John? That we get little. That's a little trouble showing up. Like damn, like the young kids. Young kids are so genuine now that they're like, yo, bro, I just genuinely want to know the shoes. Like, you could genuinely get yourself out of here, bro.
I'll smack the shit out of a little 16-year-old kid. You play with me. I don't care.
All right, that's whoa. Yo.
I'll smack the shit out of
your school started and
listen, you old enough to grow a mustache. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Where I live. When the school year isn't going on, it's calm. I mean, it's crazy shit going on, but it's decent. This school year starts, bro. I just be looking around. I'm like, yo, I was not acting like this, running around.
I feel like we say that all the time, but I think we would act our own version of that. Like I'll be looking at kids and how they interact.
I think so too, but I think it's just more social media that amps it up more. Because
if y'all don't go sell a brick or something, get out the street, nigga. Like go commit a crime, nigga. All right, whatever. My man, we gonna start this. All right.
From smacking kids and telling them to go on the streets.
Don't sell a brick, nigga. Get out the street.
Sell the peas.
No, come
sell
on.
The peas.
Just don't get caught. Anyway,
what's the poop, fam?
Ready? Okay, welcome to what we at 191.
191.
All right, welcome to episode 191 of the Imaginary Players podcast. I'm either one, Miss Full Scotia, a.k.a. Big John from the East Side Boys. You're now listening to and always been listening to the greatest show on earth. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, listening, doing all the beautiful things you guys do every single week. All right, we'll start with the introductions, and I'll give y'all the explanation that you guys have been asking for. All right, behind the camera is a man with a plan always, one half of the beige tandem. Dro is here. Talk to people, Dro. Tell them something interesting.
Yo.
This nigga's a whore.
I can't say yo.
No, you're right. You're my bad.
How am I a whore?
Damn, bro. He said 3 O's and he's like he's a whore. That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's the same thing with the Y's on like hey and shit like this. How many Y's y'all say when y'all say when y'all send the hey?
Hey?
Yeah.
I don't send hays these days, but when I did back in my day,
Well, back in the day,
back in my
or in
heyday,
hypothetical land.
Wait, when you talk to your lady,
I mean,
do you only use one like why? I realize that I don't be using like the excessive whys.
I used to do.
It's like
I used to
say,
two or
hey.
three, depending.
my text be dry now that I'm like off the market and shit. Like I'd be like, yeah, sure. What's the word?
I sound bad straight to the point. Like
I'm straight to because like,
Hey,
like,
hey.
yeah, like, hey, what's up? Like we're only texting for societal reasons because naturally we're gonna see each other in 3 days. Like we're only texting because society tells us we have to.
Damn, maybe I am a whore. Fuck.
See, so like we're only texting because we tell each other we have to.
Well, that was on me. But how y'all doing, y'all? I hope y'all you're happy to hear us and see us once again after this little break that we had. Doing good,
Fighting
thankfully.
demons and bills.
Yeah, man. Just life. Yo, it really hit me recently. We're really the new adults. Like we're really the new adults, bro. This shit is crazy.
It's not that we're the new adults.
I mean,
It's just that we have entered varsity adult land, bro. We were JV adults, and that's like one of my favorite jokes. If anybody's seen me do comedy like before, now that I'm on hiatus myself, like that was like one joke when I just came to realize, like, yo, the cookouts and all those other type of festivities, that's on our plate now. Like when it comes to grilling,
that shit was sad this summer.
Like all that stuff, it's like damn, because like outside wasn't like outside and like usual because those are our responsibilities now, and people not used to
actually doing them.
Yeah, it's like, oh snap, where's the manual?
Like the weekend of like Ty's basketball tournament, like me and my boys, thankfully a couple weeks before, we had to actually plan out a barbecue because we were like thinking like, yo, whose mom's gonna hold it down or whose backyard? None of that shit, bro. Like we had to put funds away, find the spot, this and third, and then we there. I'm like, damn, bro, like. Shit, we had it good as a kid, man.
Also, I forgot to introduce myself.
I ain't get no. Well, I was going to introduce
It was in the
you.
Bronx, bro.
Hold on. I'm gonna get to you later.
Oh, wait, don't say that, because technically for where he lives now, it's way easier for him.
Right,
to
you
see
see
right
niggas?
now. Before, when he was in the boonies and the other boonies, that would have been a trek. Where he can actually see y'all now. Y'all making excuses.
Well, to my right is a man himself, my brother. Shout out my man Skip from BK. Skip, thank you for coming out, doing the episode with us, man. I appreciate you.
I feel like it's been a
long time since we did this. It's been
quite some time.
A year.
Yeah, we was at Walt's last time we did an episode, so it's been about a year.
And some change.
Yeah.
I think at that point,
it was winter.
Nah, I'm not even going to say that. I like
I'll say whatever you want. I'm not going to edit it out, but whatever.
No, I was just going to say at that point I was bothering John about someone else, and now I'm in a very happy cup situation. So
I don't know. I ain't talked to her in a minute either. Who knows what happened, man? But anyway.
That's none of my business. Like, I'm happy. So I know my girl's actually going to listen to this, so love you, babe.
Nigga love talk. Listen, I hear you. That's the first. Yeah, get it out the way. So when you say some other shit, you already said the girl shit. You
got to get the disclaimers out now because I have a happy home. But no, it's always good. You know, John sent the imaginary players sign, and he's like, "Yo, you could pass through." And I was like, "I actually haven't passed through in a while, so I definitely wanted to make time to come out." You know, the guy.
It's good that you came back, man. We appreciate it.
I mean, I'll try to come back as much as possible.
No,
so,
of course.
You know what I'm saying? But it's good.
No, I appreciate you coming, man. I think that now that I live a little bit further out, everyone thinks it's so difficult to get here.
Not.
I'm like,
It's
it's super easy, man. It's super easy to get here and get home. Like y'all be home.
From here, I remember last time it was me and Joe having to come home.
Yo.
From your place.
That was difficult.
Nah, bro, that was stressful. Like we had to time it. I'm like, Joe, I'm not even stressed coming home from this, bro. Like I know this is the first time you're gonna beat me home. You're gonna beat me home easy.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna take like another 45 minutes, and I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm Gucci. So that's no excuse. I think the thought of where you live now, it seems far, but when people actually look at like how to get to the place from that particular train station,
like
it's pretty straightforward,
quick, bro.
It's
a 40-minute ride for me.
Can we also say that talking in code, the train line that you want is levels better than the other train line? Like I really feel like this is the bougie train line, and the other one's for the poor people. Because like when we think about it,
I'm trying to say
when we think about it,
I'm trying to stay away from poor people.
Nah,
doing my best.
Comparing that one to this.
No, honestly, Joe, for us to get home from that last spot, we literally had a time this 1 per hour. For us right now, we still have it 2 to 3 per hour. Like with Gucci, I'm not till 12. Like I'm getting home.
Like you miss it.
Yo, we were stressed.
I'm trying to stay away from the brokies. See, because
I feel you, and you know what? I appreciate you because you know what? Within scheduling reason, I might be able to make more appearances because
man,
this was easy.
Anytime, my
this
brother.
Is easy.
Anytime, and I would like to say these niggas having barbecues without me.
Who's these niggas?
That was one
wasn't
barbecue.
invited.
That's why I didn't even look at
one
them.
barbecue.
I
I didn't look at them. How many y'all gotta have?
I only had one.
How many y'all gotta have?
Oh, I've been invited to 3, and those 3 didn't even have food. They were like,
Damn.
"Yo, just bring your bottle." I'm like,
guys.
"Where's
Damn,
the
this
food?"
nigga-
Wait, hold on, hold on,
popular.
hold on. Wait,
The
hold
fuck?
on, wait. Sal, you're thinking about the wrong things. Is it a barbecue if there's no food?
Tell them
It's not a barbecue.
it's
bro.
not. I told them.
You
I'm
got hustled to go into a family gathering.
Were there women hosting them? Because women throw the worst
It
barbecues
was a
ever.
mix of both guys and girls, but it was just like they just bring your
Yeah, but
bottle.
Wait,
y'all-
why do you say that? Why do women throw the worst barbecues?
Because they expect you to. They'll invite you to come grill. I'm like,
That
what,
is a fact.
what the fuck am I doing
That
here?
is a
No,
fact.
don't invite me
I
somewhere to
can't-
come
I'm
do
not
work.
gonna lie, ladies. Please
you're
don't
not my
get-
girl.
Please don't get at me, but I don't know a single woman who knows how to grill.
But also, hold on. Also, I would say I don't want my girl to know how to grill. Then what do you do? Also build houses and eat sledgehammers? I'm not into that. I'm not into like tough girls, like niggas. I'm not into that shit. I'm an independent woman. Girl, just no. I got this. I'm also not into that. So I don't know.
I feel you, but I just feel like we shouldn't be doped into like
What?
work, like labor work. Like, if I'm coming to a barbecue, I'm expecting to just bring whatever dish or like drink we got, and I'm just cool.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
if
what
I'm
I thought
working
so,
at a
too.
barbecue, are you paying me, bro? Like, am I getting like my own 2 plates to the side because that's labor?
Of course.
Or is she? I mean, obviously, but is she bad? That's the only reason men do things. Yes, that too, or that it. Yeah.
I mean, okay, so they were having a conversation recently. I think some people, and I don't know why people not realize this, that when it comes to employment, people don't have like handsome / pretty privilege, right? And I find that very interesting that people don't understand that. Like, when people
handsome
hire
privilege.
you, they obviously hire you because they want to know if you have the skills, but also if you are like, people that are more attractive get away with more bullshit.
That's a
right?
fact.
Which goes into like what John says, like
100%.
9 out of 10, in my single days, if someone needed me to do a favor, I might not even know how to do the thing that they need to do. I'll figure it out via YouTube. I'll make myself resourceful. But now it's just like, nah. Like, if you're not my girl, like my sister, like one of my close like lady friends, it's just
It's a dub.
that's a dub.
Even y'all gotta take it, y'all. All right, listen. Time's limited. All right.
I mean, also they should have boyfriends, but I'm just saying.
Nah, my homegirls got issues now. Love y'all. I don't consider y'all.
Not all of them.
Nah, they do. I love
I
them.
say like 60%.
Like 60, 86. Anyway, my bad.
86.
Hey,
He
I'm
said
just
a B plus.
I'm
bro.
a numbers guy.
He says y'all have to start looking in the mirror.
Nah, but I want to circle back to thank you for coming, man. We're gonna have a good episode. We have not been here in 3 weeks. All
Is it
right.
3 or 2?
Well, this would have been third if we actually
Okay,
missed this week.
got you.
We haven't been here in 2 weeks. First, 2 weeks ago, I canceled because I thought we were going to be doing an event in October, and I needed time to figure things out.
Logistics.
Right. So that's one. Last week was unexpected, a last minute cancellation just because of life. And I didn't feel like it was fair for us to miss 3 weeks in a row. Obviously, Derek's not here. Derek got some stuff he got going on. But I didn't feel like it's fair to y'all for us to miss 3 weeks in a row. Just because if we're not announcing a break, there's no reason for us to miss 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
It doesn't make much sense. We're running this like a business. Not a business. This is a TV show, in a sense, right? We got an obligation to y'all to provide the entertainment and have a good time. And that's what we're going to do. So with that being said, and we're a transparent bunch here, probably not going to make the October date. But we are looking into, hopefully, I haven't told y'all yet, but we're looking in November, right? Give everybody some time and some space to figure some stuff out. I haven't expressed to the team exactly yet, so I'm not going to announce that here. But, we did find a nice little partner in this thing, a new one, and I think it's going to work out well. And, hopefully we see y'all in November, and we're going to have a nice, great time, and, that's it, man. So probably next week we'll get some announcements out the way and get all that stuff hammered out. But I do apologize. We're not going to, unless an emergency happens, we're not going to be missing weeks anymore. Every Friday, 9 a.m., we will be releasing an episode, and Monday at 12 p.m. on YouTube, you'll get the visuals. So, yeah, that's all I got for y'all. And also, mind your fucking business. How about that? Mind your business. Mind your business. All right?
He started with the proper infomercial voice.
Yeah.
He had to go right back to John voice.
Mind
Like,
your business. I mean,
Yo,
shit happens, man. Fuck.
I really feel like that those kids or whatever those young people that talked about sneakers, that's gonna for a couple of episodes, John's gonna have to have that extra bravado. Like these
I'll tell you niggas.
thought
Hey,
it was slick.
listen, I told myself, I remember, I said I would pray. I pray to God I never have to ever get into a physical altercation with anybody ever in my life again. I'm 30. I'm good. I pray that never happens. I never have to. That nothing ever has to happen. Mm-hmm. It's all good, unless it's in like I'm in the gym boxing, whatever. That's it. But if one of you little niggas get out of line, I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show you that switch. It's still there. Don't, you know what I mean? And there's still like 2 niggas out here that, listen, that I owe y'all some ass, but listen, those days are over.
Only 2? I have
No,
four.
it's only like 2 niggas out here.
I have like 4 or 5 people.
I left y'all niggas alone.
Oh, like a good fade. You know what's funny? You ever while Joe's thinking right now, you ever seen someone you owe the fade to, but you're in like such a good mood that
No,
it's
they
like
don't. They don't leave the house.
Nah, you got to understand. I was with my best friend. We were going to play basketball, so we were going to do like indoor hoops, right? So I'm going on a bus. I'm not even on this bus. I'm heading to like Williamsburg, and in front of me, I'm looking up like this dude like. He waves to me and I'm like, yo, bro, I think that's dude. It's like, that's definitely dude. But I'm having such a great Sunday. I was going to play basketball. We were going to play basketball. The only thing that got worse, by the time we got there, they said that they canceled the run. Now, if I had known that before that, I probably would have went through the fade because my day would have been good. I was excited. I stretched. I wanted to go play ball.
Like, I'm kind of ready.
But I just feel like when I'm on a perfectly good day, I don't really want to beat anybody's ass. But if it's like a neutral to like, day, like I feel like a fade can happen. It'll boost my spirits.
Anybody that got a problem, you don't come out the house. I'm gonna just leave it like that.
He's on time and he's on.
I mean,
BT.
I'm not doing anything to anybody in public. Listen, I'm not going to prison for none of you niggas. But I'm just saying, anybody that got a problem, I don't see them no more. I don't know what happened. They just stay in the house. I don't know.
You sound like Debo, bro.
No, I'm just saying. I don't know what happened. I'm just saying. Anybody that we got an issue, I don't got an issue. I think probably this. I said there's like one nigga out here maybe, but I don't got. I don't see
the face of earth.
I don't see these guys, man. Come on, I don't see these guys. I don't see these guys anywhere. But God bless, and we all we chilling. Oh, where do we want to start? Okay, I told y'all why we not here. I told y'all that maybe something coming in November, but don't hold me to it. But hopefully hold me to it so we can get it done. Joe's not inviting me on his barbecues.
It was one. Bro.
How many it got to be?
It was just was at 1.
Damn, this nigga
if
went.
If anything, you should press Derek because he was at a couple.
I cannot wait to see Derek. I'm gonna tell you why. While Derek's not here, we're gonna shit on Derek. So why Derek keep showing us his dashboard?
Yo, because I mean, it's a good dashboard. I can't front.
Yo, Derek,
it's a good dashboard. 15, it's a digital dash.
Yo, Derek is such a baddie. Like when in like pause, but I'm saying like he act like, yo, nigga, you see a nigga look away to his car. I'm like, hi, my nigga.
You got a flex.
No, you don't.
Yes, you can. I mean,
no, you can't. No, I'm obviously I'm joking, and I can't wait to see Derek because I cannot wait. That nigga keeps showing me pictures of his hand and a drink and his dashboard. I'm like, Derek, all right.
I mean, if you got a nice dashboard,
then take me out the close friends. I don't care.
Wait, hold on. Wait, question. Wait.
Take me out the close friends.
No, wait. You mean to tell me in Derek's close friends is his hand with a drink and his dashboard, and that offends you?
Yes, I only want to be in the close friends with cheaters.
Yo,
you terrible shit. I'm gonna be honest.
Cheaters.
I am so glad that we got reset where I don't see nobody doing close friends with like nudity.
I don't have one, and even if I have one, it's gonna be some like
I don't have one either. I don't have anything.
Shit.
But I'm saying if you're gonna put me in your close friends, I want to see some shit.
Some shit.
Only and like I said, not from no women. From no women. I'm not saying that. I'm saying from if my nigga gonna put me in close, bro, you better be out there cheating, wilding, like do something that's going to interest me.
He's not talking about me.
All right, no, you don't.
He's like no.
Nah, I'm saying if you gonna have a close friends, go do something ill. Go do something ill. Your close friend and show me your nigga. I seen it already. I don't care.
What if there was like a special function? He made like a Batman function to a car. You don't want nobody to know. What if he did some type of like incognito shit?
Take me out, nigga. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Don't show me your accomplishments in your close
Derek,
friends.
Add me to the close friends. I like saying car shit.
Fuck out of here.
Add me to the close friends.
Nigga, show me his
you can swap me out for it.
Show me the manual,
nigga,
bro. I don't even
show
care.
me his dashboard, nigga. Put that in your regular story. I don't give a fuck.
Maybe Derek doesn't want the regular people to see his car.
Nigga,
trust you with his car, his baby, bro.
Nigga, I don't care. Derek, hey, I'm gonna tell you next week too. Take me out.
Yo, Derek, put me in.
Take me out, nigga.
Only person's car I see is my little brother. My little brother. Yo, people that have nice cars, they love that shit. They be like,
of course.
My brother be taking it to the car wash. You would have thought his car is a baby, and I understand.
No, I feel that because
I
like
feel it.
you pay some good bread for something. I hear that. I understand that. But take me out to close friends.
All right, Gary, just add me to the close friends. I'll just trade.
And I got
swap me in.
I got more shit to say about Derek. When you hear, what I seen Derek out a couple weeks ago. Derek's a different nigga, man. Well, I'm gonna get to the beige brigade.
What?
You know the thing about the light skinned niggas here on the pod?
What?
You know the thing about these niggas?
They got a rotation.
They may, but I'm
What
saying,
am I doing?
You know the thing about this? They act like they don't know what each other be doing.
I don't.
See?
Listen.
Technically, that's plausible deniability.
Deniability?
Right? Plausible deniability.
And they come here and they just grin at each other.
He do his thing.
And then they ride home together like they don't speak. Like, what's up? Like, what do you
They
mean?
probably speak about other stuff.
We just chop it up. Listen, like,
I don't
see him on a daily basis anymore because, like, in high school, it was different. You know, you see your bro every single day.
How far you and Derek live from each other?
Huh?
How far you and Derek live from each other? I don't know y'all geography.
Far now.
Like 30 minutes?
Like what, driving or like driving wise or like if I wanted to pull up.
However, anybody like if you gotta take
driving
the train.
wise is like 20 minutes. I don't drive though.
Oh,
I use public transportation.
So it's
it's
what,
probably
31?
It's like 30, 40 minutes.
I mean, I've been taking the train lately, so I know how fast it takes to get niggas somewhere.
I mean, I take one.
I get to Harlem from here in like
I take a train
36
to
minutes
around where
now.
he lives and stuff, and you know, it's like 30, 40 minutes.
I got to Harlem in like
Maybe.
36 minutes now. So I know how long it takes.
30 to 50, I would say.
Oh, okay.
And it's not like everything. Like if crazy thing, this goes back to the adult shit. We got to plan one to chill because it ain't like back then. Like when he used to live in the Bronx, I pull up to his side of the Bronx, but I still live in one side. You know, it's a trip now.
I'm gonna petition Derek to show me who's on the other side. Who's on the other side
Which other side?
of the table? Yep.
Listen, I don't know, bro.
Yes, you do know. That's what I'm saying.
I
I don't believe
don't.
none of you niggas. How about that?
Listen, bro, I don't.
Oh, now look, take care of your mans. I get you. I respect it. It's
Nah, you
respect.
said- I don't.
Respect. I'm gonna ask Derek who will be on the side of the table.
Listen, even when
Respect, no respect. No, you
It's
don't.
respect.
Nah, don't write out your man. I hear you. I hear you. No, dude.
Yo, that's
Don't indict him. It's
I'm
fine.
not in this conversation.
Don't indict him.
I'm not in.
I just want to know who's on the
I
other side
don't know
too.
who's in what table.
prime,
Because he's not
player
going out by
ballet.
himself with the drink in his hand and his pinky up. All right, man.
I mean, I'll probably do that shit.
Huh?
If I posted that shit on my close friends, if I had one, you wouldn't think
Nah, I wouldn't
otherwise.
believe that shit. No,
Not posting that if there's no girl there.
Because you don't even have a close friends, but you probably would where the ladies at. I was gonna say the B word, but
B word?
that's rude.
What?
I want to get canceled.
We can't say that no more.
No, we can't say it no more. This is a Disney Channel type show now.
Yo, bro, back in the day, when we first started podding 3-4 years
Yo,
ago.
when I first signed on to this, I did my homework because I'm like, all right, I want to know what I'm doing because I'm going by Derek's word, like, oh, I'm gonna bring you on, you know, video and everything like that. But I wanted to listen to the first few episodes of this pod. Son,
Yeah, man.
this pod.
Shout out to
There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, shout out to Tyler.
Shout out to Ty, man. He was
Shout
always
out to
bringing
everyone else
madness,
on it.
You know, rest in peace, my brother. But yeah, bro.
This in my head, I'm like, yo, what can I say? And what I shouldn't say?
I'll never forget. One day we sat down. It was in a meeting. We was going out, we chilling, we chopping it up. Ty was like, "Damn, we gonna have to change some shit up, aren't we?" I was like, "Yeah, bro, we be wilding. We ain't gonna get none of this advertising sponsors. 3-4 years later, we don't really need that shit. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? We still figuring it out. But like, he was like, "Yeah, we gonna have to. Can't say this, can't say that.
Can't see this, bro.
Oh shit! Now you work here, damn, bro. Like,
It's all different. But
all right, but yeah, all right. Let's where do we want to start? Right, we'll start with. I guess we'll get with the sadder news or the more.
I mean, all of it's sad.
All of it's sad.
All of it is low-key sad.
The second one I don't care, but I know I care because I'm gonna be messy. But the first one, Kevin Porter Jr. assaulting his girlfriend.
She's like a former WNBA.
She's a current WNBA player.
Yes,
Okay.
She's beautiful.
What is her name?
I saw her
It's
last
a long name.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think it's one situation where we necessarily need to put the young lady's name out because she did ask for her privacy. So, I don't know. It's probably a week or a couple of weeks ago. Kevin Porter Jr. has been charged with assaulting his girlfriend.
Like domestic violence.
Domestic violence. The extent of the report shows that he repeatedly punched her in the face. I know they said her vertebrae was fractured, but then I think those claims were refuted by her.
Because like the claims was like basically it was like a genetic defect or something that she already had pre-existing. So it looks like it's a fracture, but it's not. So that's what she explained.
When I first read it, I heard fractured.
Like,
I was like, oh,
yeah, he
shit.
punched me in my face, but he didn't shatter anything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
something like that.
It doesn't take away the
it's
whole
still
thing.
He's still
No. Listen, I am very, very like. What worries me now, I wouldn't say what scares me more is that she came out and said this isn't the full story and things like this happen. But, you know, there is this video going around of her not being able to walk into the police station. And these are also like common signs of abuse that if you've been through something abusive, your natural instinct is to protect the abuser. And like I said, I don't know that's what happened. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm purely sticking on what she's saying. From my standpoint, from whatever he did, he's a piece of shit, and we need to get him out of here. What she says doesn't take away from how I may feel about this person. I just also want to respect her privacy and her wishes in terms of the entire thing, and I just want to pray for her because whatever happened, something went wrong. Yeah. Something went wrong. Something wasn't right, and something was inappropriate. So let me just pray for her, and kind of see.
I think the wild thing is like, because he's on the Houston Rockets, and they're trying to, like, trade him. And it kind of reminds me of the, what's his name?
Ray Rice?
Not Ray Rice. He's on the Hornets.
Oh, Miles Bridges.
Yeah, Miles Bridges.
He's also somebody that shouldn't be in the league, but yeah.
Huh?
He's also somebody that shouldn't be in the league anymore.
Yeah, he's going to play this season. He's on the qualifying thing, which is crazy. Like, he basically kind of sat out a year quietly on some, like, I did some shit, but, like, okay. And he's going to play on a qualifying offer. So I think he's for like 7, 8, 9 million. So after that, he could be an unrestricted free agent. And it's like, people are like, I don't know. The Houston Rockets organization is always calming to me.
Bullshit, yeah.
But it's like, there is nobody in their right mind that even if you give them draft picks wants to take him, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, even then, he's always been like a problem child type player. Because he used to be on the Cavs.
And they got rid of him.
I mean, the reason why he got off the Cavs is because he had like I think an incident with one of the coaches and stuff like that. And it seems like he always has like temper problems, if I'm not mistaken, temper or anger issues.
Yeah.
So that's something that if someone doesn't do like the self work themselves, they're just gonna be a walking like bomb. So I hope I think my preference they should just waive him, like. Because nobody should pick him up. Like, if you pick him up, I question your character, even though organizations don't care. But you should just waive him because you're not going to get anything from him. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, you're going to want to recoup. But there should be like a stretch provision or something like that they can use. But like trading him for what? Like, it shows like obviously you want to get the sunk cost out of there, but at what means? You know what I'm saying?
No, I think and there has to be a character clause in the contract, right? You have to. Uphold a certain character to be on this team. I would assume that most professional teams do that. I would assume they wouldn't even have to pay him. So I don't see why he's even if you're, and I see it like this, right? Everybody in life, your circumstance is different. If you're at a certain level in life, bro, don't even raise your voice at your girl because the media might misinterpret it. You have to know, like, yo, you know what? We fighting right now? I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to get out of here because it protects the both of us. Even raising your voice at your girl when you're at a certain stage in your career, I know it's easier said than done, is not all right because, like, bro, I don't want nobody to think nothing. I'm rich. I'm gonna go stay at the hotel tonight and let us cool off. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So whatever happened in your world is not okay. It's really as simple as that. And I said, I just want to pray for the girl, man. I don't think the young lady. I don't think. My personal opinion, I don't know what happened because she's telling us we don't know what happened. But I'm just want to say, baby girl, I pray for you because there was blood on his shirt. Like it's so. Yes, yeah. Yeah, bro. Like prayers, and I hope he does not play a single NBA game ever again. Him and Miles Bridges is another. You brought that up. Is another example of we're seeing something happen. The girlfriend is like, you know what? I don't want to charge him. I don't want it to go all the way to court, which is something that commonly happens with abuse victims. He gets off with probation, and now he's able to play basketball again. But you did that. Mm-hmm. Like it happened. So it is on the organization at this one or the NBA to kind of blackball him. And like we watched the NBA.
Hey, Pseudo did it. So, like,
For a year. Well, I watched the NBA pretty much kick Carmelo out for just being, you know what I mean? Not kick him, but like blackball him for just not, I don't know.
Not want to come off the bench.
You know what I mean? I watched the NBA kick Russell, not the NBA fans, I would say, but I watched somewhat the NBA too kick Russell Westbrook's back in a lot of times. And DeMarcus Cousins, these guys that just have not favorable attitudes for years, and you let these guys back. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it.
I think you're talking about something pretty interesting. What's more like harmful to the NBA? People with personalities that don't fall in line, or like domestic violence? Because even when you think all the way back to AI, like AI was like, when he was on the Grizzlies,
right?
And he's like, bro, I don't want to come off the bench. Like everyone has like their mindset of like how nice they are. And at that time, he's probably, in my opinion, like a year or two away from him coming off the bench. I think the person at that time was like Mike Conley. He's like, bro, I feel like I'm better than Mike Conley. Was he? They're probably about the same. This is an older AI. So it's like, it's a mindset thing. But I feel like they can't control you. Then you're more of like a liability than, I guess, someone that you actually need us. I think those people that kind of come back from the domestic violence thing, they kind of know that they're on shaky territory anyway. So even if you have talent, like there's no way you can fall out of line because you shouldn't be here. So it's kind of interesting, like how they're treating like Carmelo, Russell, DeMarcus, especially now that he's killing in Puerto Rico. Like, he don't have his like legs like he used to. But why is that? You don't give him another chance.
I think that it becomes, so for me, the owners are a boys club, right? The owners in any sport are a boys club. Same thing with football. Once the super billionaires kick in, like, we don't fuck with you, they all kind of gang up and don't fuck with you, right? So it's like, I just don't like how this guy spoke to me. I don't like how this guy walks around. They all get together, they talk to each other, and then they all decide to blackball you. Now, also the boys club, I'm sure there's a lot of fucking scandal in the boys club. As we've seen with Donald Sterling, we've seen with the guy from the Suns. There's some shit going on with y'all too. So when you see somebody just do something, but he's making you money, oh, he can help us win. Oh yeah, fuck all that shit. We don't care about that shit. That's why I see these things happening. In my opinion, I think that it is on organizations to take a stand, and that I think that separates a good and a bad organization. I think that if you look at an organization like the Houston Rockets and the Charlotte Hornets, they're all fucking abysmal. Awful draft picks, awful coaches, don't win shit, and it's consistent. It's a consistent, you guys don't get none of that shit done. So I think it all reflects an organization. An organization that let these things fly or let these things happen, they're shit. Yeah. So I mean, it all reflects, right?
That would never happen on the Spurs.
Fuck no.
Like what other team? Miami Heat.
Never.
Lakers.
No, the top tier organizations do not let shit like that happen.
Yeah.
They might even overstep. Like you look at the Boston Celtics, Ime Udoka. As the year is now passed, I forgot his freaky ass as a Houston Rockets coach. But as the year passed, it looks like Boston overstepped. Yeah. Because they're like, oh, nah, fuck that. We don't want no scandal near us. Chill out. Now as you overstep, you kick out a black man out of a white city without, merit. And the wife that he cheated on him was like, yo, y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all did too much. You know what I mean? So when you get, it's a balance, but I'd rather be on the side of I'm doing too much too early as opposed to the side of I'm not doing shit at all. Yeah. Putting out the report that you're going to trade him makes you look worse. Release him now, eat that, and move on.
Yeah, they can find a way to write that off.
Yeah, write it off, move on. Like, that's it.
Facts.
So I mean, that's what I got on that, man. Are we actually talking about Tory? I know that'd be the.
Nah, his mugshots were funny. We don't have to talk too long on it, but it looked like he got like
that mugshot.
No.
It looked like someone tried to glue like
he washing somebody's drawers in there.
He used like a used toupee.
Yeah.
He stressed, boy.
He washing somebody's drawers in there because they fixed it. It looked better than I thought it would. It looked better than I thought.
What do you think it was gonna look like?
What I thought he was gonna be half ball, half shit. I thought he was gonna look tore up. That nigga looked like he looked like he's a demon. They gonna be doing Tory foul in that room.
You think they're gonna have him singing "Happy Birthday" and shit?
They're gonna be smacking his ass all through the jail cell, bro. Jesus Christ.
I don't feel bad.
No. It's over. Listen,
if there's
bro.
anybody that's like a Tory fan, like there'd be some people like when people be having fans, and it's like, let's say for example, like I think that lady's album's coming out soon.
What lady?
The lady, I don't want to say her name because her fans are crazy. She wears different color hair.
You talking about Nicki?
Damn, I don't know why you saying her name like that.
Oh, Nicki?
I had like an instant where I didn't even say her name. I was in adjacency, and they were like,
but
4 days, her fans were on my ass. It's like, y'all don't got jobs, bro. Like, that's crazy. Bro.
So the thing with Nicki, I just think Nicki is inherently just not the best person. Tory committed a crime. And I'm saying, listen, hey, and he committed a crime that we don't tolerate. That type of crime is not cool. Not cool. Like, we don't tolerate that. Shooting women and abusing women, whatever happened. Well, we know what happened. She got, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to make it sound like I'm not being sensitive, but the instance that he was going to jail for, we're not with none of that. Yeah. Nicki's just, it's coming off like she's just not the best person in the world. And honestly, that's her business. She don't got to be. In reality, like, she really don't. Like, true. I think that she has a cult following that accepts that, and is what it is. And I think because when you get to a certain point, you don't care as much anymore. The music suffers, and I think Nicki's music has suffered a little bit.
A little bit?
A lot. I mean, it's not like her album's in my phone as is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, so I can't really
don't
like
hit for me anymore.
Which ones do you like though?
What albums?
No, like which songs hit for you? Like
old songs.
When using which?
I don't even
like when you was in the car, and you was like,
I feel like Pink Friday won because I know she's coming out with Pink Friday too. But I like songs from Pink Friday. Like I mean, I feel like when she's because I was like her emotional bag. That was like her I don't want to say like a Drake-ish type thing, but she sharing feelings. Most times she was just talking about pop shit. Yeah. So I would think now is just it's kind of like I was thinking about this analogy on the ride over here, and it's kind of fucked up, but. I feel like Nicki reminds me of like she's like the Paul Pierce of like the women rappers. Like if she just stopped talking, like your career would be actually better than it is.
I'm about to say because Nicki, no matter how we feel about her, she is the greatest woman rapper, female rapper.
I'm still not gonna, but I'm just saying how she's talking. She
is the GOAT.
Well, she's not going out like Kobe. Like she's going out really bad because like she's making it hard to like really respect and embrace her like her accolades. And stuff
she definitely. No matter how we feel, my opinion, Nicki is the greatest female rapper of all time. Can we say female? Like, she's the greatest. Female.
Female.
Well, female rapper of all time. It's not really like super close, to be honest. Like, Lil' Kim for us is legendary.
Of course.
That's all right. But I think if we do it, whether it be however you want to slice it, album sales numbers, and, Nicki has classic verses with some of the greatest rappers of all time. Of course, Lil' Kim does.
If Lil' Kim is like MJ, then you would say like Nicki is like LeBron when it comes to this.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You can't take away from that.
You can't take away from that. You can't. That's just where she is. And I said, Cardi just got to put out an album or something, and then or 2 more, and we might have a different conversation. But
I mean, we'll see because I feel like her personality is more endearing. But we got to see in the album. The first album was pretty much a great start when it comes to talking about Cardi.
It's a classic.
But we got to see how she goes. I mean, I know later we talk about the single Bongos, which I thought was cool. It was cool. I mean, I watch anything with Meg because I'm a big Meg fan. Like I think she's.
I know. I was about
to say like I retweet her like once or twice a week.
I was just shaking my head like, yeah, word.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, she's cool.
Respectfully, she's cool.
Oh shit, camera on.
Just thirsting appropriately. You know what I'm saying? Cool. You gotta. Do you want to skip over the second?
We don't gotta go in no type of order, man. No, the second one. I was gonna wait for that.
Second one. I mean,
I'm gonna have a blast. The second one because we have a whole
the other
segment about everybody breaking up.
We keep that later.
Shit, everyone breaking up.
The breakup week. Yeah. I'll be so happy. No, let me.
I do because I love seeing
fucking happy.
People idolize these fucking terrible
morons.
Yes, bro.
All right, let's get to we got some more news, some white people shit. Thank goodness. What my people doing?
Not my white people.
My people doing. These niggas out here ruining my fucking.
Have you heard about this?
What?
Yeah, I heard about this.
No, all I know is that they said a jet disappeared.
Yes. All right. So a military grade jet. That a lot of people don't know. Went missing, and it was flying for 60 miles. and people couldn't find it. Now,
It flew 60 miles.
it was flying
Yeah, it was
60
on
miles unpiloted.
Okay.
No one was in it.
Okay.
So one, I mean, it's doing its job because stealthy and all that bullshit. But it's doing its job too good because they couldn't find it at all. Like at all.
Okay. Yo, the America gonna stop playing my face with this stupid ass news.
So
They showed me a fake alien last week.
that shit was real, bro.
Yo,
that shit was real, bro.
I'll be honest with you, I was entertaining it, but that don't look like no goddamn alien, bro.
Yo, bro.
I
I was wondering if you're gonna bring it up,
They're automatically like barely like a foot
bro.
and a half tall.
Little
Bro.
man, little ET, bro.
Yo, if there are, I don't want to deviate from this, but if there are something out there,
Bro.
why would they look exactly how we put them in the movies? That doesn't make sense.
I don't know, but
That's crazy.
They had the CAT scans, they had everything, bro.
Bro, I'm looking, I was like,
Wait,
how stupid do y'all think
bones in there?
Yes, bro. Bones. They had
I don't
a
believe
ring
you.
in
I saw the
it,
pictures.
everything, bro.
They didn't have no CAT
I
scans.
swear to God,
bro, I'm sitting here like, how stupid do you think we are?
son.
Let me look this
But the
up.
thing is,
Bro, niggas showed in the
But
quote,
no
yo,
one was
we
saying
have
it's-
one.
no
We've been
one-
had one.
Son,
Shut up.
in my head, I saw this. I'm like, yo, I wonder if John's gonna bring this shit up. Or
Bro,
not.
like, who do you think? Like, what in the stupid? What?
But yes,
That shit look like a little doll.
yo, fuck it, that dog.
And it looks like they threw powder on it to make it look dusty. I'm like,
that dog
y'all
is
didn't even
1,000
try.
years old, bro.
I was like, y'all didn't even fucking try. And y'all just had to sit in the crib? Bro.
Solid little ET out here, bro.
Anyway, keep telling me about this plane that's going.
All right, so a military pilot who was a Vans fighter jet went temporarily missing over the weekend. This past weekend, that just happened. It is heard to repeatedly requested ambulance. It basically crashed. Thankfully, it crashed in a forest area in South Carolina,
Okay.
away from cities, away from population, all that stuff.
Okay.
But it essentially the pilot had to eject.
Wait, I thought there was nobody in it.
Someone was in it.
Wait. Hold
Bro,
on.
the thing was, the jet was flying.
Oh, it was flying.
itself.
It was like on cruise control.
Yes,
Got you.
essentially,
okay.
yes,
Okay.
because
Okay.
it pretty much the jet.
No, I would
sum
assume
it
that
all up.
planes can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was to sum it all up. Essentially, the pilot. Let me see. Okay, it was a training procedure essentially, and the pilot was coming down, and he wasn't feeling that good before the actual occurrence happened. But the jet itself, I guess you can say how it's set up. Whatever he was doing, it locks in like that. So if it's on cruise control, essentially, or if he's ascending, going up, it's going to continue going up. So he could have some time to eject. After he injected, it just kept on going.
I don't believe any of this shit.
It's just a lost missile, bro. But it's just a lost
essentially,
jet.
yes.
It
So
wasn't
the
going
government
nowhere.
was just like, the news was going crazy a little bit. I don't know if people were actually paying attention much. I mean, it's understandable. But for 60 miles, this jet was just out there, and they couldn't find it at all.
I'm not mad about the jet.
I
I'm
don't
mad
bel-
about how much it costs.
I don't believe any of this shit.
Oh, no.
$70 to $80 million of a tax. That's the only time I get mad at it. You mean to tell me like $70 to $80 million? It's
Flying
just
out
gone?
there, bro.
It just blew up, bro. Like when you look at like all these things, like I was gonna make a Top Gun joke, but even Tom Cruise wouldn't make that mistake. He'd rather die
telling
than
y'all.
I'm gonna lose a plane. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm gonna
whole
fly this
plane,
back to
bro.
the fucking hangar myself.
They're going to keep trying to distract us from whatever's coming.
So,
I don't give a fuck about fake aliens in an empty plane that y'all want to crash somewhere on purpose.
yo, bro, that
Y'all clearly
yeah.
want to crash some,
Oh yeah.
something
Also,
on purpose.
I looked it up. It was those two little things aren't aliens. It was basically someone assembled it using animal and human bones with synthetic glue, all that stuff. So look, Dro,
So
just because it landed in Mexico, you wanted to have
nigga
credit.
Yo,
This nigga hype is Mexican.
Yo, listen,
He's
bro.
like, yo, they found
It popped
Mexico. We
up,
found it.
son. I saw. I was like, yo, shit, damn, bro, they really got him.
No, Joe, of all people, you should not be happy that you found that. That would mean
These
I did
niggas
it.
want to
I
believe
did
every.
it.
I didn't say
The
you.
go-
You
the
should not be happy
government-
that your people are in proximity to actual.
Yo, these
I mean, I don't
these
blame
niggas
them.
love space, and
No.
they don't realize we never been there. So,
We've been there.
all right,
All right, bro.
all right. See,
Yo, why is it so hard for you to believe, son?
because they ain't showed me shit yet. They came and showed y'all a fake ass alien.
Nah, bro.
to show us that we ain't gonna have a president next year. I don't know what's going on.
that was just shit.
But anyway,
So yes, a jet was lost, and it was just
Wait, so the pilot ejected, landed, and he was fine?
No, he's fine, but
He's
then the
fine.
plane eventually crashed.
It crashed.
I don't think it hurt nobody, but it just crashed somewhere else.
South
60,
Carolina.
70 miles. Yeah, in South Carolina.
But I guess the plane is
Shout out to
doing-
him.
Yeah, but I mean, it just gets you.
Y'all not fooling me. Sorry. Y'all not fooling me. All this stupid ass shit they got us in the news. I don't.
You think it's Independence Day?
No, I think they.
bro.
I think they sent that shit somewhere to drop somewhere on purpose to call it an accident. Well, please don't come after me because I don't give a fuck. So let me make that clear. I don't care. So whenever y'all want to send that shit, sorry, I don't care. I don't care. So
I mean, I think it's good. I mean, no, it's not good that it crashed.
You
I
could
think,
lose $80 million.
I mean, it's $80 million
Yeah.
of tax-paying dollars, but I guess the jet is doing its job in a way.
Bro,
So, if anything, this is crazy ass marketing for that company who made that shit.
It's self-land. Okay, that's doing the
I mean,
job.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
they're gonna mix this write-off off with another Ukraine $80 million.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed. That's crazy.
Whatever, man. Everything's expensive.
But yeah, that was the only thing I could bring up when it came to white people balling.
All right, man. We got some shout outs, man.
Oh, I got a shout out.
Okay, finally, damn, these niggas don't be having no love to give. No, good.
Shout out to Sabrina. It's her. Well, her birthday passed. but
Sabrina, yes, she's on the episode a couple times. Yes,
Yes.
shout out to Sabrina. Yes. Shout out to
Sabrina.
Sab. Happy
Is that
birthday.
the, what's her name? She does events?
She is events. Yes, she
yes,
does.
she does.
amazing
PTC,
events.
I believe. Is a
Shout out to her.
Yeah, man.
Yes, I believe.
PTC, right? Yeah.
PCC.
Yeah, shout out to Sabrina, man.
Yes,
Shout out to my dog, man.
Girl, amazing.
Hope you're having a good
parties.
time.
Yes.
It's like Uptown Bronx type thing.
Uptown.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try
But
to
her
do that.
events, like, they like black people sometimes. So you know how the rest.
Damn, bro.
You know how the rest of them events don't be, but hers be for us.
It's kind of fucked up that when I say that, people be feeling away that I don't be coming out to the events. But it's like there's a different air where it's just like, so if I had like gelled hair, like y'all would like me more.
No one
bro?
puts a gel in their hair.
I didn't say, well, y'all could though. There was a time that I used.
I'm gonna assume the same shit.
You ever? It was a time that I tried to like what's that
up?
thing called?
What?
I try to get S curl so I look more Dominican and shit like that.
This nigga's unbelievable. I cannot believe he just said,
Look more
Not
Dominican.
recently. That was like
What
in
the
my
fuck
early
is going on?
20s. I was
Oh,
like,
shit.
yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I'm an old man. I'm the oldest one in the room. Like I was trying to be cool. I failed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Trying to look Dominican.
Hey man, I'm
Damn.
just saying.
But yeah, shout out to Sabrina. It was
That
her
was a
birthday.
very interesting shout out. But shout out to you. I was just saying. I'll try to
Nah,
make it
shout
out
out
to
my
your
dog,
party.
man.
I'll
That's-
try to make it out to your party.
Nah, she does great work, man. It's always a great time. So shout out to Sabrina.
I don't need to get on the list. I actually could pay for my ticket. I got you, dog. I heard how much you hate the people doing that, and I respect you. I will buy my ticket.
That's a fact. 'Cause-
She
That's
sound
a fact,
Hey,
though.
some of you niggas too, man.
She sound like
it's-
some John Wick. Like I really hate when I was like, that's
Yo,
not my steez, but I feel it.
That it is what it is.
She's like people that don't even know me. It's like, well,
Gotta
that's not
pay
my-
up.
You
I'm-
got
I'm-
$40, my nigga. I seen it.
Gotta pay up. Want to be in the spot. But yeah, any other shout out check out?
I also want to shout out to Most Dope Mike, man. Happy
Yes.
birthday to my dog.
Yes.
One of our frequent DJs at all of our events. Shout out to Mike. Mike has done a lot for us. He don't even know it, man. You know, taking the short, doing a lot, man. So I just want to acknowledge Mike. Happy birthday, dog. Today's Friday, so I'm probably gonna see you out and about. So happy birthday. I know Mike's celebrating his birthday at Brown Sugar tonight. So if you guys are Brown Sugar in Harlem, I'm sorry, my out of state listeners, but by New York, show up to Brown Sugar. Wish my brother a happy birthday, man. And that's that. That's what I got for all the people we know to get to like some of the content.
people that we haven't seen or probably won't see for a bit.
We've been recording a little bit. Coco Gauff, she won the U.S. Open.
So
Yes.
she's the fourth black woman to do that.
Oh, sorry, move closer.
Oh, my fault.
No.
Fourth black woman to do that. Right? Black American. So it's supposed to be
No.
Venus, Serena.
Anytime a black woman wins something, I just say they're the first, so it sounds lit.
Sloane Stephens, and then she is the next black American to win that. So she's number 4.
Damn.
So it's pretty dope because when she was growing up, she was watching like Serena and Venus play. Like,
No, that's right.
So I think
She's
that's-
super young, right? She's like 19.
No, she's like 23.
Oh, okay. Still, she's a child.
Yeah.
She's a child.
Yeah.
And tennis is one of those sports where
That's
you
tough.
see the the progression so young, and it's like, yeah, you could be doing this. You could be dominant for like 25 years and still come out that game like a young.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow, that's amazing.
Serena retired when she was like 38. And she was
38.
playing since she was
like
like 16.
which is insane,
So that's
bro.
crazy.
Yeah, you really can get out of that sport. And it's very front facing. It's an individual sport, so you get a lot of endorsements. Like, get your kid into tennis, man.
No, that's fire.
You know what I'm saying?
Just seeing her is gonna like continue to like have more black girls wanting to try out tennis. So I think that's fire. I definitely a big shout out to Coach Prime with what he's doing in
My dog. I'm a big Bucks fan.
University of Colorado.
Yeah, University of Colorado.
Yeah.
Yes. Listen.
Got his sons with him. He got the biggest players. I even watched that recent 60 Minutes interview. It's always interesting when like non-black people interview like black people and like how interesting, because the way that they're trying to like talk about it, like at certain points, it was like, so why didn't you keep any of the players from like the previous season when it was like 1 win and like 11 losses? And it's like, I mean, the players that came here, they were selected from the previous coaching staff. Exactly. The entire coaching staff got fired. Why am I keeping anybody? Now, he did keep some people. And what do you mean kept? Like, the choice was, he didn't say, I'm going to get rid of you. It's like, the energy is like a scare tactic. The people that are confident will show up. There's like I think like a white boy. He was like a receiver. He made like a clutch play, and he stayed. Mm-hmm. And this is the things they don't show you. He was like, I appreciate that I get to know what it's like to win. Because it's like, for him to stay, he had to go through the same training as everyone else. Everything. And he was like, look, I'm gonna stay with these guys. And I think when you have a coach like Coach Prime, why America is not gonna like that? Because he basically even said like a quote that I like, you can't lie to the kids. You gotta be honest. Yeah. Everyone keeps wanting to get these participation like fucking awards, and that's not gonna ever make people good. Like, just because you participate doesn't mean you should be awarded. Like, you should know what it feels like to lose.
The trials and tribulations of it. Yeah.
Like, I think when you lose, it shows you more about yourself. Like, do I really like doing this? Do I really want to get better? Or is it like, for me, is it time for me to pivot to something else? Yeah. So I think everything he's doing, like empowering people that are not even his sons. I think the most recent game, like one of those boys, his dad was in prison.
Mike Horn Jr. Yes.
Yeah, his dad's in prison, and he was having like a game where he's kind of in his head. He wasn't making catches and stuff. Mm-hmm. So the conversation that he was having, he as in Coach Prime was like, your dad's watching right now with all his buddies right now. He wants to be able to like big you up. Mm-hmm. So when you're doing this, it's not just for you, it's for everyone around you. So when he makes like that one of those like clutch like touchdowns, it's like, you're doing things to not only make yourself proud, but make the people that are always supporting you from the distance proud. So it's like, it's using like information to like push people in a healthy way. He's not going to be like barking at people and like ramming their helmet into the ground like you've seen some other coaches do. Like, nobody's going to have something bad to say about a coach like that because he wants everyone to do well. So that's crazy that people going to hate.
You know, it's first, like, Deion Sanders is, to, I guess, I don't know if to us, but to me, right? Michael Jordan retires in 1996 from the Bulls initially, right? Mm-hmm. What Prime was also happening at that time in the late 90s as well. So I've always known Deion Sanders is the greatest football player ever, to me. Well, I mean...
Well, he's best two-way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sure. But also, Deion Sanders, if you look at his career, he's arguably he is probably the greatest athlete ever. Yeah, he's the only person to ever play in a World Series and a Super Bowl in the same week.
Yes, which
like these things aren't even like
it's
fathomable.
Crazy,
yeah, they're not debatable.
Like these things aren't even realistic now. So
even with like medicine being this good, like it's just.
I mean, it's just like first playing two major sports at the same time is not like no one does that. Insane, That's unreal. It's like thinking about it, and it's not that he was mediocre. He's the greatest. He's easily the greatest cornerback ever.
Yeah.
And at football, he was really, at baseball, he was really good.
Yeah.
So when you look at somebody that was that good, and he talks about all the things he's gone through, and for him to be able to instill and inspire 18 to 22-year-olds to be as great as him because he makes them believe they can be as great as him, that's a talent you're only seeing once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
I've never seen somebody be able to give speeches the way he. I want to run through a wall for Deion Sanders. Like when I'm like, yo, bro, I'm fucking hype. I believe they can win every game they play just the way he speaks so highly of himself, the kids. He's unapologetically black, and I know that makes white America upset.
Yeah,
100%.
But you also with Deion, he doesn't need this money.
He doesn't.
So he's doing. He's doing like Deion Sanders is a very rich man. Like he doesn't need this money. He played 12 years in the NFL and 9 years in MLB. He's a rich man.
He's got his
played
money
from
like,
89
different
to
things.
2001.
Right.
He took a break after 97.
That's
So 97, yeah, because he came back with the Ravens in
That's his
the
football
2000s.
thing.
That's baseball.
Oh, baseball.
Yeah, MLB.
Wait, how long did he play baseball?
Baseball was 89 to 2001. Well, break after 97.
Wait, that's baseball?
That's baseball.
Wait,
Oh, he took a 3-year break though from 90. He took a 3-year break, so I know that for a fact. 'Cause I remember I was
97
watching.
to 2001. But
He took a break?
From 97 to 89 to 89.
I mean, yeah,
so
89,
wait, how long was his football career?
Football career.
I think it was another 9 years. Like that's insane. That's not real. Like he's a human video game.
Give me a second.
I think the only person that's close is like, not close, but
89
like,
to 2005.
that's crazy.
Bo Jackson did that.
But he didn't do it for as
He
long.
didn't do it for as long.
Because I think it was like one. He played one team. I don't remember the other sport he played.
No, Bo Jackson played football and baseball. But Bo Jackson
But he didn't play baseball that long.
He didn't play for that long. It was a couple
Yeah,
years. I don't think
yeah,
it was as good as Deion. Deion Sanders was actually good at baseball.
Yeah, he was actually
Like he played for multiple teams. Multiple teams wanted to sign him. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we've never seen, and I'm glad that people are now getting to understand Deion Sanders' story because as I'm growing up, Deion Sanders was like, oh, he's a Michael Jordan of football. That's it. Like that's all I know. Like it's always Deion Sanders. He's prime. It's prime time. Like he's Deion Sanders. I think he was the first football player to win the Super Bowl on one team, go to another team, win the Super Bowl again. Like he's doing things that are unreal.
All right, I got a question for you. Who's gonna give a better motivational speech, Coach Prime or what's that dude from Fast and Furious?
Oh, Vin Diesel.
Yeah, Vin Diesel. Not Vin Diesel, but his character. What?
Dom Toretto.
Dominic Toretto.
I don't know.
Who's giving a better speech?
I'll help you.
I'll go commit a crime with Dom
No,
Toretto.
I'll help you one. I'll be one. Optimus Prime, Deion Sanders, or Dominic Toretto.
All right, instead of picking, let's rank it. Like I can go first if y'all need some time to think. I automatically already know who.
No, go ahead.
Number one, got to be Coach Prime. Number two, I'm giving Dom Toretto. And the only reason why I'm giving number three to Optimus Prime because he be taking massive L's, bro. Like he be getting washed a lot of time in his movies. And I'm gonna be honest with you, when a person gives you a speech, you low key got to be top 3 in your team. You may not have to be top 1, but you can't be giving these emotional speeches and you getting washed like most of the time. So I can't put Optimus Prime above Dominic Toretto because most of the people on his team either try to kill him or try to like scam him, and he's got them doing illegal stuff. That's a crazy motivator. And Coach Prime literally going to like these other schools, and he's basically turning them into powerhouses by himself. That's gravitational pull. Yeah. So I can't. I feel like if Coach Prime was in Fast and Furious, he would be fucking Dominic Toretto's worst fucking enemy because he would take all his allies, bro. All Ludacris, Tyrese, and the black girl, they go into Coach Prime. They're defecting easily, bro. Fuck family. Coach Prime.
I'm gonna tell you why I got Dominic Toretto because the nigga convinced cops to be criminals. If you convince cops to leave their pension to be criminals, there you go.
That's a fact.
I feel like if he's in the same world, he might outdo him, bro. If Coach Prime is in Fast and
Coach
Furious,
Prime don't curse. He's great. Like he's a great guy. Like he don't curse. He like respects people and shit. Dom don't care. Dom be hitting niggas with wrenches in the mouth. Like nigga mush girls. I don't know. Like
so we agree that Optimus Prime isn't a leader. He could give speeches, but he's
a leader, but he's
as much a leader as like Harry Potter. Harry Potter used to get beat up in all the movies and nigga move.
Optimus Prime being
Nigga
Harry
move
Potter
before I
is
smack the
funny,
shit out you
bro.
with that stupid ass wand. Like, them niggas, they used to smack the shit out of Harry Potter. That's why he don't act no more. He fucked it all up.
Nah,
he used to smack the shit out of his stupid ass. And he used to be scared to say a nigga name.
Nah, Daniel Radcliffe is actually decent actor.
I wouldn't know.
Most of his movies you don't be watching it.
You don't because.
But like if you watch it, be like, yo, he's actually doing some shit.
Nigga, you went from killing niggas to being ass naked and crying. I'm not. No.
All right. The thing with the horse is weird, but I think after that. He has some. Yeah,
after that for me, it's over. I'm good. I'm tapped out.
See some other.
You lost me.
Yeah, the one where he had the guns.
He got some freaky ass movies, so I'm cool.
Nah, bro, that was a funny movie, bro.
I ain't laughing.
All right. I mean, I was just funny. Like, how do you get your hand stapled with guns on it? That was interesting, bro.
But yeah, everyone just remembers him from Harry Potter. So
I don't feel you.
Nigga did 7 of them, of course. What the fuck? Nigga, yeah, you did 8 of them shits. That's what we're gonna remember you for. You did 12 of them shits, and you got beat up every time. Yeah. And I hate when actors do that. They're part of a huge franchise, and then they're tired of it. They're sick of it. Then anybody brings up an interview. Oh, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Nigga, you did it.
You got super rich.
True. No, yeah.
Be decent. Answer the questions nicely, and then we can move on.
You want to move past it, so
You can't. You did 12 of them shits. Stop after one then.
gotta do another 12 on a different franchise.
And then they're going to reboot it in 3 years because that's the culture we're in. So.
That is, yeah.
Oh, and there's a rumor.
Oh.
I can say this now that the writer's strike is over.
I
cannot confirm
That brought that, yes.
and or
that-
deny
that
until
was-
the ink is dry. But there is a confirmation that the writers have agreed verbally to whatever the terms are with
That's
the
just
writers
the writers,
guild.
not the actors.
Well, I think it was.
I mean, I think the actors struck because of the writers.
yes.
From what they struck me like the actors. I don't know. I don't think actors complain about pay. I think they doing.
I mean, the big actors, but remember that one from like Disney or Nickelodeon when she told when she had a son, she can't pay nothing because
I mean,
yeah,
Oh,
because
that was. Oh, fuck.
yeah, I didn't forget. That's why she was talking about like a lot of those people. They don't get a lot of people don't get bread from the streaming. The major issue for the actors is like they don't get bread from streaming, and also they can their likeness can be used like with the AI thing. And also, shout out to Netflix for making that freaking
What?
Black Mirror episode with what's that
AI
hot
one?
woman.
What?
Salma Hayek.
yes.
Oh, yeah. That
and
episode.
that was actually that season was interesting, but that was the only episode I watched. I was like, this is fascinating. And then fast forward a couple of weeks, it's like, yo, this is real life. Because like literally, once they get your AI likeness, they can just put you in movies and anything.
Yeah, that I don't agree with at all. You shouldn't. I usually avoid this, but I would say this. I would stand on this. I don't think they should be able to use AI as your likeness ever. I don't think that's okay. I don't think that, like I said, streaming dollars, that is all negotiation.
Yeah.
That is all down to what you think is what, like I said, if somebody creates a show and they're hiring you as an actor and you elevate the show, I don't know that is totally on. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I think all actors' deals are different. So I'm sure some own a percentage of this, or,
Yeah.
So that I don't know. The writers, I think the writers should be paid what they deserve.
Fact.
That's just as simple as it gets for me.
bro.
That's
100%.
writing is one of the most difficult things in the world, and the show doesn't happen without you. And you can always tell when the writing's bad.
Absolutely.
Always tell when the writing's bad on the show. So that is of importance. Like I said, actors, you are being paid for a service. Once the service is over, I don't know. But when you have your Viola Davis and your Denzel Washingtons, I'm sure they're negotiating some type of back end as well. Of
course.
Because that just when you get to that point, you can demand more.
Right.
So I don't know. I just hope all this shit is over and we get our shows going and we can get everybody taken care of. That's kind of
Because it's been a while.
how I see it.
Yeah.
This is probably this might have been one of the longest strikes we've had.
Like what, 3 months, 2 months?
No, it's been
No,
like
man.
6, 7.
Yeah.
It's 6, 7.
They've been on strike for a while. It's just they've produced and recorded all these shows, so they're still coming out, and we didn't notice. But we're gonna
Everything
notice.
was already pre-recorded.
Yeah, we're gonna notice in the fall how long it was.
It's gonna be a little
fall
bit of a
in-
drought. That's why most like big franchise movies they're being pushed to like
Yeah.
2024, 2025.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a lot of our favorite shows,
Yeah.
2024,
I mean,
2025.
Disney rolling like nothing happened. Like that other show, was it Loki's coming back in like 2 weeks?
But Marvel's been putting out shit lately anyway, so I think they need to
Also,
do a
the
break.
VFX,
Oh, yeah.
they're making unions, which I think is about time.
Nah,
Because when I
100%,
learned like
bro.
how their turnaround times for having all these movies back to back,
Oh yeah,
Spider-Man
bro,
movie, for instance, the VFX team for the second one, and even for the first one, bro, they worked like past 80 hours a week
yeah, oh yeah.
individually, like frame by frame and shit like that. Weren't reprimanded or anything like that. So,
But I always tell people too, not to talk about myself, but like working in entertainment, I don't think anybody realizes that like there's no you're contracted or doing whatever for hours, but there are no hours. Like whenever they need you, I have to be available at all times. If there is something that's going wrong right now, if I don't answer my phone, it's like hey, like you know what I'm saying, there are no set hours. Like you have to be able to be on call, have your turnaround time a certain way, and expectations remain the same. You know what I'm saying? So working in entertainment, it is very, very like stressful, critical, but also you are taken care of. So it's and the people that aren't, that is when you have to fight for your rights.
of course.
So I get it, but working in entertainment, bro, you don't get no hours. You get, we want you online for this amount of time. You have to do this for this and this. But if it goes over, it goes over. This is what it is. You signed up for the job, not for how long it took.
Yeah.
facts.
And that's just kind of how entertainment is. So I tell you all the time, bro, working in entertainment is not, it looks glamorous, but it is not. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll never forget one time my phone rang at 2 a.m. and I had to pick it up. "Oh, bro, this is going left. We need this because it's London time. They awake already." I'm like, I said, "Bro, you got 2 seconds before I throw this phone out the window. You kiss my black ass." I said, "I'll go on unemployment right now." I threatened him. I was like, "I'll go on unemployment right now." Yeah, 3. I was like, "You got 3 seconds to get off my phone before I go on unemployment." But anyway, but yeah. How did we get here?
We finished shout outs and now we
Shout outs. Yeah, but yes, I was going all the way back. Coach Prime. Yes. He is phenomenal. I'm rooting every step of the way. I'm a bandwagon Colorado Buffaloes fan. I got a jacket on the way. I'm telling y'all right now, I am big Colorado. That's it. That's the only football team we watching every Saturday. They have an upcoming game against Oregon, the number 10 team in the country. Colorado's currently 18. We are locked in. We should have a Colorado party because they're gonna pull up the upset. I'm betting now. Well, no, but I'm.
I was about to say,
yeah, but like, still, like, we team Colorado here.
We bend their hearts.
Listen, I'll tell you right now. If they win Saturday, we throwing a party. That's it. All right, we throwing a party. Shout out to Colorado. That's it. That game against Colorado State. Well, let's go back. They're 2-0. They beat TCU when they were 21-point underdogs. Cool. Yes. Nebraska, they beat the shit out of Nebraska. Now, this Colorado State game, and I hear, you stupid motherfucking people out there, they barely won. Oh, my God. Hey, the other team isn't a dead cat. They are allowed to give an effort, too.
Of course.
There's times when people that are underdogs are going to fight back. Colorado State, y'all fought back. Sounds good, but y'all lost. And Colorado pulled it out. So here we are. We're Team Colorado. We're playing Oregon now and a USC next week. USC, I expect to see all the niggas out there. In LA, all you niggas, y'all better be on Coach Prime sideline. I don't want to see no USC jerseys. Sorry. All the gang members, I know y'all in Southern California. No, all the homies, y'all need to go and hang out in Colorado. All right?
The amount of celebrities that pulled up to that Colorado State game, bro.
Yeah, you see Master P running out the tunnel?
Bro,
that nigga had one step left.
They had Kawhi, bro. And Kawhi don't even go to anywhere, bro.
That nigga don't even play basketball and Kawhi going out to play football.
Crazy.
That nigga don't even put on his jersey.
Everyone pulled up to that game, bro.
That nigga put on his glasses and hat for Coach Prime. That nigga don't put on the Clippers jersey.
But it's just gonna be interesting. I can't front. College football is very, very, very interesting.
Oh no, I've been enjoying the season so much.
I had a couple friends that lived in like college football states, and they always tell me like that shit is something different. That energy
that's all they got. So they got
that is always on my not regret, but like going to college with a football team. My college didn't have a football team. That would probably been a super experience.
Like
a big actually the first school I went to had a football team, but they weren't that good. But I'm saying like for like with the large university I went to, I would have loved to have a football team.
But
I would have loved for that.
The energy is different
to happen, and you get more students. You get, you know what I mean?
Shit, that's the facilities and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like I remember I seen a video on the Oregon State Ducks facility, bro. That you would have thought it was like Nike headquarters.
Oh no, this is big business we talking about here now.
Yeah, because
this is different.
I think they are sponsored.
No, they're sponsored by. They're smart, but like this is big business we talking about. Like college football is one of the biggest businesses in the world. Forget the United States, the world. The world. You're talking about millions of dollars a day. They said the average ticket for a spectator, the lowest ticket for a Colorado football game is now $600. That's bleachers. I mean, that's nosebleeds. We're talking about college football games.
Football, bro.
You're supposed to pay $20 to get in. $10.
Yes, which is. I understand why.
And students supposed to be free.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that might be a thing. I don't know. It depends.
They go to school there, so.
Yeah, but usually students are free. But if you're that big a business and people are willing to pay that ticket, hey kids, hey, I might have to throw me a little $100 now. I don't know.
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Colorado.
Yeah, but the average ticket price was $600, and they said the closer you are, the closer tickets were in the 10,000, some stupid shit like that.
Insane, bro.
That's the Coach Prime effect.
That's Coach. Listen,
that's Coach Brown right there. Well, we should check what were their ticket prices last year when they were losing, bro. That's crazy.
Fucking probably
$14.
Yeah,
$14.99.
Near the 3-digit number. Damn, that's insane.
And why the fuck are y'all asking him? Why did I turn the team over? You guys are 1-11. All you niggas leave. Bye. You suck.
Yeah. Also, that dude in that conversation is like, as if he like didn't complete his mission. He won a title with Jackson State.
He gave the HBCUs what he needed to do.
Like he got the attention on them. He won a title. Like what else is he supposed to do? Like I think
it's on the organization now.
I think for him, I can see Coach Prime eventually getting to the point of maybe in the next like 5 to 8 years getting into the NFL as a coach.
Shit, that happens, yo. I'm all for whatever team he go for.
Well, yeah,
you got to.
But he said he doesn't want any part of the NFL because too many egos. You got to pay these guys. All that inspirational shit don't work. I was like, oh, bro.
Oh yeah, so if he wants to be like the one of the greatest like college coaches, then he has a lane to just take that over. Well, you know, it'd be cool once he kind of like gets his feet wet in like Colorado. If he like chooses a school and like sticks with it for like 10 years on some like Dean Smith and shit like that. Because right now he's just getting his resume, getting the experience.
Of course, yeah,
but if he chooses like a school, like I really want to just plant my culture in here, and then just like I'm trying to get multiple titles, multiple like conference wins, and just building superstars here. Yeah. Right now he basically kind of like on his second job after college. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just learning stuff. He's trying to figure it out. So.
He's easily, I mean, it's clearly one of the best minds in sports. Yeah, because when you're that good at
doing what you did,
like and then now you're translating it to the kids, like
it just transcends. You know, it passes everything.
And I don't want to skip over before we move on. His kids are fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, one's a QB, the other one's
Shador Sanders is now one of the best quarterbacks in the country.
Yes.
And seeing what he did last week was fucking unbelievable. What he's done the last 3 weeks have been unbelievable.
Yeah.
His oldest son, Shiloh, who's a safety, 2 turnovers. So like, bro, this is like it's translating to his kids.
Yes. It's just generational.
Even his oldest son is the videographer of everything. Everything comes out within a day. He's promoting this shit like it's bro. It's so much that goes into that shit, bro. It's so much, bro. So shout out Coach Prime, man. Shout out Colorado. That's the team I'm rooting for. Fuck all that other shit. I'm on the bandwagon. Fuck that.
What else we got?
I'm phony. I don't care.
You getting pop culture?
Yeah, let's get to it. You know, there is an entire section of celebrity breakups. So let's wait.
Okay.
The VMAs, I don't necessarily care about. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. I just know
that a lot of the fits were like terrible.
Yeah, everyone looked really bad and weird. No, the winners, the VMAs were just like making up awards at some point. So it's like it doesn't really matter who won. So it seems like if you were performing, you won. So I'm cool.
Know Taylor Swift is gonna win like 23,000. Like
I heard the rumor that SZA found out she wasn't gonna win there, so she decided to pull out the performance because she was supposed to perform.
Oh shit!
That's what I heard.
I don't blame him.
But at this point, I don't blame you. Don't make me
pull up, and I'm gonna still take that out.
For an award show like that, right? If it's
like she should have won something.
Yeah, but I also think like when it comes to one of the how do I say it's like if it's like a Billboard Award, American Music Awards, a pop award, I would say, or I would say that's majority America award. They're going to ask me to show up for me to sing and like I better be winning something. If we're doing something for the culture, like the BET Awards or I don't want to say the Grammys, but the Grammys have more classic moments than that. If we're doing that, well, the Grammys are more esteemed, so you get that leeway.
Yeah.
If we're doing that, it's one thing. But these award shows, I'm like, yo, bro, if I'm not winning, I'm not coming.
I respect it.
Like I don't see the value in it.
Yeah.
But Halle Berry and Drake.
Halle Berry.
Okay, so the story is
Halle Berry
that Drake hit up Halle Berry to use her photo as a cover art for his song. Now, the preface is Drake did not actually use it as a cover art. He used it as a promotional post on his Instagram.
Yes.
She said, no, I do not want this picture used. And then she proceeded to, and then Drake used the picture as an Instagram post. And then she proceeded to say that, what is the point of you asking me if you can use it if you're going to do it anyway? I don't support this and, things of that nature. What side do we fall on here?
It's a bit tricky because I don't want to be biased because as, create a content, I don't even want to say content creator. I want to say as an artist or as a person who creates with content. It's a bit tricky because she has every right to say that. But when it comes to anything digital or any photo, any video, any screenshot, anything, bro, anyone can use it. That's why, like, when it came to the whole, what was the fucking shit that rich people were buying? What was the name of it?
You mean that brand that had like those the racial thing?
No. Like everyone was buying it, and like it was like for fucking the web. Web3 shit, and it was like the metaverse.
The goggles you talking about?
No, but the shit that people were buying, like the digital art.
NFTs.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Okay, cool.
NFTs. There you go. So like when it
Oh,
comes to
shit
anything
took
like
the time.
that,
I forgot all about that.
no. So when everyone
Stupid-ass
like
niggas out there.
certain shit, anyone could just use it.
Yeah.
And obviously, she has every right to be mad, but he has every right to use it. It's
Also,
wrong.
like, isn't it owned by I think Getty Images?
Yes.
So technically,
So
when it comes to
technically
the
it's not
pictures,
even hers.
Because it also kind of gets you, and this is like the thing where I understand it, but it's like it's similar to like when you see like those flyers with those, and everyone can know what those type of parties across like the country, like they use the likeness of IG models,
Yes.
Oh yeah,
famous singers and stuff like that.
Yo, it's 3 bottles for $26. Yeah, the
Yeah,
parties
all
used to
that
stay the
stuff.
fuck away from.
So like
Yeah.
like those are the flyers that they use. All these women. When I was younger, first going to parties, I was like, oh, these women showing up. They're not showing up, bro. They're not showing up. When I was like 18, 19, 20, oh shit, they're not showing up. Is it?
Damn,
I'm trying to think. Did I ever think that the girls on the flyers were going to show up? Possibly. No, I probably think
I was go. Like when you first going to parties, like, oh, so they got them showing. Because I thought when you're on the flyer, that person.
it's just a
up.
bunch of niggas in there.
It's just a bunch of weirdos, bro. So I feel like, I love what Drake does, and he's probably asking out of courtesy, but
Yes.
like he doesn't have to purchase the image from her. Because also technically, when it comes to anybody else, anybody can use a picture of Drake for a promotional thing. He can sue
course.
you. That's the thing, though. You can use it.
You can
but
use
he can
it.
sue you.
Yes.
So that's the thing is, she probably
When that
didn't want,
cease and desist letter
she
come
probably didn't
through.
want to do that.
No,
right?
but he did. Well, technically, I want to say technically, like he didn't use it as a cover art. He just put it on his Instagram.
he just put it on
you
the
can't
IG.
sue him for that.
Exactly.
It's a public image.
Yeah, so it's this thing, but I don't think especially when the song dropped, it never was. It was just the album art from his son.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
he didn't use
so-
it as a cover art.
So like when that popped up, it was two different sides of me thinking like, all right, the artist in me is like, it's fine, it's all it's fine because one, she doesn't even own it, but then like the humanitarian in me or just regular person is like, it's wrong. But listen, when it comes to anything digital online, your shit ain't your shit unless you really like got copyrighted or rights
if you
on
have
it.
like the little insignia. On the
Yeah,
bottom,
like
right, where it's
like
this is
anyone can
mine.
use my photos or any
Facts.
videos. Anyone can use any of our sound clips, anything like that.
And people
Like,
take our sound clips and put them anywhere.
so it's really scary when you like really think about it. But it's minuscule to us. But something like that, it's anyone. It's fair game for anyone. So I mean, yeah, it's wrong, but he didn't do anything wrong.
It's so damn. It's like
It's tricky.
it's not even. It's gonna sound weird when I say this, but you just don't ask. Just do it.
That too. Ask for forgiveness, if anything.
Like,
Yeah.
just don't do it. Like, just don't ask. Because if you can just go buy it for $40 off Getty Images and you're going to, like, don't ask.
Yeah.
If you're going to do something, just do it. And,
Then you can ask for forgiveness after that.
yeah, it's like, oh, sorry. It kind of sounds tricky and manipulative and little, but then, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you wouldn't want that. I just thought it would be cool.
Exactly.
Woo. Because you have to get her permission to use. So here's the thing. I do think Drake wanted to use it for the album art. But when she said no, he didn't do that. But he used it as promotion. And I do think that's part of Drake being petty. Because we know Drake got a petty streak.
Yeah.
So I do think, oh, fuck it, I won't use it, but I can do this. And I know I have 100 million followers and they're going to all see it anyway. So it's kind of the same thing. You know what I mean? So I do think that's part of Drake being petty. And I usually like petty Drake, but his latest string of petty is a little bit odd to me.
Like even that Megan comment.
The Megan comment was weird because I don't see the purpose in it. I don't see why that's a thing.
Yeah, like one of my homegirls was like, it was more clarity. It's like, but nobody would have thought that if you hadn't said that.
Okay. Yeah. Because I know he was referring to the Meg.
Whoever Meg is
Meg
there.
right
No,
there.
Drake is the genius. He did that on purpose. We all know that. But and he was in Houston when he said it. Meg's from Houston. Like I don't understand that. That is kind of like, all right, there's this weird petty streak going on. The Halle thing. Technically, he's not wrong, of course.
Yeah.
But it is come off petty.
I mean, doesn't his album come out today?
No, his album comes out. He pushed it back to October 6th.
Yeah, the first
Again. Also, I mean, we're not in music, but who cares? We can do whatever we want.
It's smart though. I really think, like, not to cut you off.
No,
but
go.
I really think it's a smart ass thing because in technicality, he never really announced it was going to come out. All these media outlets said it was going to come out.
Well, the most recent date he announced.
Well, the most recent, but
Yeah.
like the first ones.
No, the September 22nd date,
That was him.
That was him.
That was
He
officially
actually
him?
had it in his hair.
Oh shit.
Well,
Okay.
also Drake never actually releases on the first day he intends.
That
He
too.
usually drops it out a week or two or a couple weeks. So it's kind of like his formula anyway. He's probably doing some retouches.
that too.
I want,
and it just keeps everyone like
Yeah.
on tippy toes because it's like, damn, I don't want to drop the same day drop.
I don't want to put this out there, but I just want to caution everybody for critiquing Drake pushing his album back because we have no idea what's going on. The first time Drake said he wants to finish his album, he announced that 40 is getting, is really sick. I want everybody to just give Drake, because we don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
And not to make this about me or us, but I'm saying having a friend that's sick in the background while you're trying to complete something is something we know all too well. So I am gonna say we don't know what's going on. It seems like weird business, and Drake doesn't usually act like this, and he doesn't even we didn't ask him to put, you know what I mean? But give Drake the space to, if that is what's going on. I pray it's not, of course, but we don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. The timeline of him first saying, "Hey, everybody pray for 40," and then him continuously pushing the album back. I can't see how there's no correlation there.
That makes sense.
I can't see that. And everybody's, it's annoying. I also was one of the people, bro, just stop telling us about it. But there is no way there is not a correlation. And I'm just going to pray for Drake and pray for 40 and make sure, I pray to God everything's okay and everything's fine. But there's no way I don't see that correlation. Okay. When he told us back in June, pray for 40 and I'm trying to finish his album, but he's not doing well, and him continuously pushing back, to me, it's, either, they're working on healing or doing whatever has happened. Yeah. So I'm just we don't know what's going on. Give him grace, and like I said, him pushing it back an extra 2 weeks, it's whatever. And we'll get to the record. We'll get to the record. I mean, we're here. We can go out of order. You guys heard the single, right?
Yeah. I love it. I think it's dope.
I fuck with it.
It has me excited for outside of the whole slave line. But
he said some slavery shit.
Beginning like the chains like African slaves. But he harmonizes. So until someone said,
yeah,
he
if
said
you sing it good, say it.
And I didn't pay attention. I was like, this sounds good. And but he said the thing about the slaves is like, I feel like if we want to do like lyric check on all your favorite artists, they've said something like
Drake did blackface and we cool.
But I just never thought that SZA and Drake would be on a track together because I don't know. I think for me, in my single days or no matter what. Like, I don't want people to know I mess with people. And it's not even like a shameful thing. It's also ego thing. It's like...
No. Some of y'all, I don't want y'all to know.
Yeah, but it's
we
just
haven't
like,
even knew me.
It's kind of like, I remember there was a time when people, like Bow Wow, like people were asking a question about Bow Wow and he was listening to everyone. If I'm like ever famous, like...
Who asked about Bow Wow?
I don't remember who it was. It wasn't Vlad. It was someone else. And it's like, bro, you would never know who I'm with. Like, you would never know a celebrity person, like, ever. Like, I'd act like I didn't mess with them. And not even, I'll probably keep a straight face because I think that type of, not restraint, but like that keeping things to yourself, especially with women, I think is like commendable and respectable when you're dealing with commendable and respectful women. Mm-hmm. Okay. I just think like talking about it too much. So I thought he kind of rubs SZA the wrong way, but I think what I ideally want, I kind of want a song with all the Scorpios. Like I want any of the Scorpios, like Drake, Future, SZA. I can't think of anybody.
The world to burn, nigga. That's a toxic mess.
But you might as well, right?
That'd be a great record.
It would be a great record, bro. Like I just think, because SZA's like one of them Scorpios that she's trying to be like self-aware in some instance. Like her most recent album is, I think, to me, is a little bit more mature than the last one.
She's
like
so head and shoulders above everybody, SZA. Like it's like, and now that Snooze has like aged so beautifully. That is gonna be a timeless R&B record, and we haven't had one of those in so long. SZA's great, man. Like, and she kicked Drake ass on that song.
Yeah, but I think once that, and that rarely happens, but once that like tempo twitch changed and she came in, like she did like that. I don't know if you see that little cartoon where it was like that Drake little baby thing, and Drake was doing his nice thing, and little baby came out of nowhere and just like killed crazy, wants and needs. Like I feel like that was a good dynamic. I would love to see if they do a music video for it because that would be fire.
But also, getting in the brain of, if Drake is telling me the album's not done and he's hearing the complaints, that I'm going to assume that is the worst record on that album.
that's the worst record. That's a very.
That's
good
what I'm saying.
record.
That is a really good work. Like, I think that's the worst song. I think that's the one that was done. That and it even parts of it don't even sound finished, but that's just my ear. I think that's the worst record on the album because everybody's like, and myself included, the first half I didn't like it. I was like, what's happening here? The beat changes, SZA comes on. I think Drake's second half is really good. So I'm like, okay, if this is the worst record, this is going to be a really, really good album. This is going to be a really good album, and I'm going to enjoy it. And if we're staying with, there are going to be some of these really slow tempo R&B records, and Drake's going to rap. Like, we're getting the mix that we're looking for.
Yeah.
So I'm excited now.
Yeah.
I don't love this song, but I'm excited because if everything sounds like it's going to elevate from here, we're in for a long, like a really like amazing project.
I just realized something. Like every for the singles that Drake like drops for his albums, like probably the 2 to 3 or 2 to 4 depending on length. They're never like the top 3, top 4 songs.
Never.
Pay attention to it.
Never.
Like usually they're like the songs that are like mid to low tier. Like when you think of like, let's say
Good album cuts.
is Over Take Care? Over?
No, Over is
Over.
Thank Me Later. I think, yeah. Over is Thank Me Later. Take Care's big single that came out
So they
was
had Crew Love. They had
Marvin's
Room.
the Nicki record.
Make Me Proud?
I think that was the first record that
Thank
came
Me
out.
Later.
Yeah, that was the Nicki record was the first record that came out off
Yeah.
of Take Care because I remember everybody was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Drake that's kind of his formula. He's gonna give you what he's like. This is all right.
And those are the feelers, but I think the thing about when you listen to the Drake songs in sequence, it makes more sense in sequence.
Oh yeah. A lot of these. Sounds like an album cut. Like this is
Yeah.
track. This is an interlude. This is track 9 or 10. In between, that's what I'm saying. It's probably gonna be a longer album because it's probably track 9 or 10 is gonna make a big transition to
Yeah.
rapping. This is what it sounds like to me.
Because we hated Tootsie Slide. Like I hated Tootsie Slide when it came out, but when you listen to it,
I think still hate that song.
I feel like, but in sequence, it's
grew
like
on
the
me.
pacing of it makes
Yeah,
more
no,
sense.
it always sounds better
It's a
now.
better transition in and out to like the next song. So I'm still looking forward to it. So I know this is a very interesting issue, but
I remember Headlines.
Headlines was interesting.
That's on Take Care.
that's
Right.
the song I was thinking. So the song when I said Over, I was thinking Headline because that's a similar energy.
Yeah, I think Headlines was Take Care. I could be wrong.
No, it is Take Care.
So Headlines was Take Care. So it's like, okay, I didn't get it. And then, Headlines would Take Care. I was like, this is okay. But then you hear Take Care is Drake's album. And then you have Nothing Was the Same. It was started from the bottom. I remember that record when it came out in college. I'm like, this song is like weird.
Yeah.
I don't really understand it. I don't get it. And then you hear the album like, oh, this shit makes perfect fucking sense.
Yeah, because I feel like story wise, Drake always gives us the most. I don't want to say least impactful song, but it's a song that when you take it away from the grouping, it doesn't make sense to you.
Yeah.
So it's it's an interesting thing to like kind of like work that single. But when you listen to it to the other songs, like I don't think there's ever been a single that he dropped that was ever in my top 3 of that album.
No.
Like when I think about that out loud, like if we're not counting like If You're Reading This Is Too Late, because I think he had like Legend or something.
That is my favorite Drake album ever. And he didn't put out any music. He didn't put out any singles.
And that was just for us. Like he didn't put out any
That
singles.
is Drake, my personal favorite Drake album, and
Rocky
I
Dope Show
think
Drake.
that is Drake's greatest piece of work. It literally changed music. I think. Yeah, I think that is
That's in my
Drake's
top 3.
greatest.
I think to me, I'm so biased for Nothing Was the Same because of the Memento version. The thing he couldn't put on Apple because it would have broke Apple.
Yeah.
Like the whole, I want my regular version of the album 1 to 12, and the deluxe or like the reverse as 12 to 1. Maybe some bonus songs. Like just hearing that story and how the album feels sequentially. Like of course he did do that before Kendrick. There are other artists that have done this, but I don't know them and I don't really pay attention to their work.
Facts.
But I think I'm excited. I think we do have other people. Like I think we're going to talk about like R&B and stuff later.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a lot of albums that came out
What?
that has me kind of like I'm excited. So I think right now it's a very interesting concept, and I said it to one of my friends, and I don't know if we could. I want someone to not talk about album of the year, but someone do like an album a month thing. And it doesn't make sense, but it kind of makes sense when I thought about it. It just takes a lot of work. Like starting from like the year of like January and you listen to all those albums, like what album came out in January that you think is the best album of January?
Yeah.
Do that for the 12 months. And then after that, it'll be easier to figure out what's the album of the year once you compare all the best albums per month. because I feel like everyone keeps saying every month someone says this album is the album of the year. And it's like, in my opinion, it sounds like this is the album of the month, and I feel like you should just listen to all the albums that you claim were like the album of the year, but album of the month, and really have them do a battle royale after listen to it. And like, what is the best one?
Really
I think that's like the
claimed,
best rubric to me, because if we're going by right now, September. And we'll talk about it later. I think Diddy's like Love album crushes everyone that comes out in September.
Tell you something. You know how much how at the tight lip not say anything. I had heard it a little bit of it ahead of time. Phenomenal. But
that later.
yeah, we're gonna I don't know how long we're gonna stay on celebrity breakups, but that has been the trending topic all of my fucking timeline all week, and I've been having a fucking
People
blast.
have been distraught, bro.
Listen, let me tell you something. The Remy and Papoose, I watched the battle live. Shout out to Geechee and Easy. I'm a big battle rap fan. So me, everybody's using that and like, oh my God, he's been exposed. It's not exposed. This is how the sport of battle rap works. So if anybody doesn't know, the rumor is that Remy Ma, Papoose have broken up because Remy Ma, I think it's also her business partner. Remy Ma owns a battle rap league, and she started to have an affair with the
Easy, the block captain.
Yeah, the lead battle rapper on the.
He was on season 1 of Bel Air for 2-3 episodes. He was
Rashad.
Yeah, he was Rashad.
So that's the rumor. Geechee used that as an angle in the battle. We still don't have confirmation. I have all the confirmation I need, but we still don't have confirmation. But let's go through the list of the wild week of celebrity breakups, and then we can have some fun because I'm gonna have a blast. So we have Remy Ma and Papoose. That's the rumor. Yeah. And even if it's a fake rumor, that house is in hell. Jenny Mai and Young Jeezy.
Yep.
Yes.
Look at niggas taking my back.
And that shit's wild too.
Is it?
I mean,
yeah. Well, we got that, and then what? Ahmad and Tiana, they've been broken up for a while. That's what people.
Yes.
She said it's been a while. We just haven't said anything. Tyrese and DJ Envy broke up.
Nah, I feel like out of all those things, the Tyrese DJ, I really love when Diddy went on like the Breakfast Club, and he was like low key. He was low key kind of like calling DJ Envy out, but it's like DJ Envy always has a smoke with trying to like talk about other people's issues in their relationship, but when it comes back to him, he's like, nah, don't talk. It's like I feel like DJ Envy, for all the talk about with basketball and Jesus and Mero, and now with Tyrese and coming at people, I feel like if I ever go on that, the first thing I'm going to do is, you have an amazing wife, you have lovely kids, I will beat your face in. Because I feel like the only time he gets upset is when his wife is upset.
Yes.
I will butter all those people up. You never get mad for yourself. And I think that's the issue I have, is like, it's usually my wife said, and I'm never making fun of for people being like, loyal and listen to your wife. But I don't know, man. How he comes at other people, especially Jesus Mero kind of guy, that made me feel deep, because like the only reason why they talk to us is because you fucked up your marriage. Nobody told you to go mess with some of these other baddies outside of your marriage. You did it. Nobody forced you in there and just held you by the back. It's like, you're gonna fuck this girl. Like, bro, you did these things. Like, you gotta be accountable for it. And you just redirecting your anger at yourself to other people is kind of lame. So. And like making fun of someone with mental health issues for whatever reason, and like, what did Tyrese say to your wife that was so like thing that you? Because if he said something that catastrophic, why is he on your show?
He said Tyrese trying to fuck his wife. That's what he said. He said Tyrese trying to fuck his wife.
Oh,
you can't try to fuck my wife.
That's kind
on the show. Well, also too, I agree with you here where it comes to like with Envy. If we have, I'm gonna laugh at you because you're only doing this because it's cameras around. If you have a problem with me, if we have an actual issue, we could talk about this off air. Or if we got to fight, as friends. Why are we talking about this? We could take a walk, get down, talk, and then go do the show. If it was that, but why am I like, I don't know. I feel like the Breakfast Club, they're one of the greatest hip hop platforms of all time. I respect it. But when that happens, it's like, all right, this is clearly, you're setting this up to be a very clickbaity moment. So, and listen, everyone does clickbait. Everyone does it. That's the nature of the content game. We get it. We understand. No one's absolved from it. But if every time you have a problem with me, and you call me your friend, every time you have a problem with me, it's on camera. If somebody's getting at my girl, and we're gonna handle this first, And maybe we could do the show after.
Yeah.
We could fight, be cool. I'm cool. We're professionals.
But it has to be resolved.
Tyrese isn't promoting anything. Like Tyrese don't got nothing. From what I understand, I don't think he has anything coming out.
Nah.
So then now this is weird now. Now I'm like, what is Tyrese promoting? Why is, you know what I'm saying? This isn't a podcast. This is a radio show. This is strictly for promotional use.
Mm-hmm.
So why is he there promoting what? You guys had him on air to air out your issues, to say you might beat him up if you ever seen him again, but you let it go. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, it's performative.
Yeah.
And I think those are my least favorite type of people because it's just like, what was a
there's no point. This doesn't move anything.
Cardi, like, what was the reason? Like, because if it's like to do that, it's
to
like
bring to light.
Yeah, I feel like for me, it's like I would never like on any space podcast or whatever. It's like I'm gonna like try to air someone out because
it's weird.
I'm gonna probably want to fight you first, and like once we have a conversation, I don't want to do that in public because then I just don't take you seriously, basically. And hence why I want to brought up like Diddy, and he's like, hey, nobody would disrespect me. You can say whatever you want about Diddy when it comes to making money, whatever, but people don't be getting away with disrespecting Diddy. And
people don't play with Puff.
Nah,
people don't play with Puff.
With that dude.
People don't play with Puff. And so it's weird, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's odd, and this is a pattern with Envy. I don't like I said. If this is for content, it's working.
Yes,
he's had these viral moments. So I'm gonna give him that grace. It's like, yo, maybe he is doing this for content, and he's going viral. It's working. I get it. So I don't know. And then to have Charlamagne be like, yo, bro, like, seems like Charlamagne is now becoming the voice of reason.
Which is crazy.
Which is odd these days, but he's grown. I'm not gonna. And Charlamagne's legend. He's grown.
Shit, compared to just so many years ago.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're setting that up that way, but if you really feel somebody's trying to get at my girl, we're not. Why were you sitting down talking? We're gonna, and you know it's my girl. We're gonna have a conversation outside of this. What's the issue?
Yeah, so I didn't know that part, but that's
like I always say, niggas like using a block button is a little sassy. If we could just fight, like let's just fight. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, if me and a man got a problem, he's like, yeah, you know, I blocked you. Like, bro, why didn't y'all just go take a walk? Like, meet up, talk about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We've been here.
It's a lot of passive-aggressive energy from DJ Envy, so it is what it is. But, like, you know.
But I'm trying to see, like, what Tyrese said to DJ Envy wife. Like, what he said. Yo, having a nigga that made, what's, the R&B albums talk to your wife? Yeah, we done been for it. What?
Yeah.
Having to make them... Nigga that could sing like that, talk to my wife?
Can we also say that Tyrese is like the Paul Pierce of his like male R&B career? Like his career as a singer, Tyrese used to make women like swoon. Now he's like a joke.
No bald dark nigga gonna talk to my girl.
Yeah.
Nah, we good. No bald dark nigga gonna be in my girl. Yo, I lost. What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna say? I can't sing.
He said, what am I gonna do?
What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna say? It's not you know I gotta take your L. Oh, damn. Envy. It was 3 more texts then. Envy was gonna lose that. Hey, that's why he got upset. He said, yeah, block him now. She's like, and Tyrese said she ain't block him. Listen, all right. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. You want to talk about that last one?
Oh, no, we're going to get to all of them. So we got Envy and Tyrese had a little skirmish and they broke up. Yeah. Apparently they was friends. And apparently Tyrese saved his marriage. All that shit is weird. Anyway, Tyrese and Envy broke up. Mm-hmm. What is next on the celebrity breakup list?
I mean...
Jeezy.
Do we want to talk about it? Because all I heard from it is that his wife is like one of those two-faced people.
I'm reading all the lies. I'm going to just put it out there. Okay. So, they're saying she got anger issues. Yeah, and she's disrespectful. They're saying that all the old clips of her saying that she fetishized black men but wouldn't marry one, that played a part and it started to come out. All this other shit. I say all that to say, the ideal. Let's start here. Celebrity couples, they are made to look good, and this is how I feel about people that are, overly sharing on the internet. And I could be wrong. I'm just not one of the people.
Yeah.
But people that overly share their personal lives on the internet, and I'm so happy. They're usually going through the worst shit in the world. Usually.
Yeah, I can see that.
3 days before that shit was announced, something like that, she posted like her daughter and her promoting his book. People were like, oh my God, how could that happen? It's a business. It's business as usual. The business benefits both of us.
Yeah, got to put it out.
I still have to promote this book because your income is tied to mine for as long as we're married. Mm-hmm. And I think that I was having a blast because, like, the idolization of people you don't know, relationship wise, because I think that
social relationships.
I think that it's very important to have people to look up to, have people to strive to be like, whether you know the person's lives or not. It's important to have a measuring stick of accomplishments that you want to go see. But I think that's weird in relationships.
Yeah, I feel like
that's weird when dating.
Individual ambitions, it makes more sense.
Yeah,
but like
for goal oriented type of associations.
I think with relationships, it's not that I want my relationship to be like theirs. There's certain elements of people's relationships that I want to like on some Mega Man stuff. Like when I look at from what I saw from, let's say, Iman and like Tiana, it's like they're co-parenting, like how well they were with.
That's fire.
That's fire.
It's amazing.
Right? When I'm looking at
you don't see that nowadays.
Nipsey Hussle with Lauren, is just how well they knew each other, like kindred spirits. Like so, like to me, it's like I don't ever look at relationships like, oh my god, I don't believe in love, which people just take it to extreme.
Weird.
But I always look at each relationship like what kind of like quality or skill do I want to like kind of like understand and like kind of like mimic. And because I feel like to me, like everyone's looking at highlights and you're not seeing like what goes on behind the scene to make relationships work, which is also why in relationship conversations that happen like every day or every other day in like social media is insufferable. Everyone thinks that there was like that quote like the woman thinks she's like the most fumble person. Like then you're a terrible like running back because like a lot of people be thinking like they're dope or like great partners, and it's like I don't think you are, because you think as someone, you know, in like probably like my first ever like really healthy relationship, I'm not as good as I thought I was. And I think those are the things that make you better. Like, I don't think I am a good partner. Like, not that I'm a bad partner. I don't do anything like, but I can always be better.
Work. Yeah,
and I
for
think
sure.
That's
We all learn that when you're in a
If I think I'm
relationship.
like the best, and it's like you already have this mindset. It's like the Kobe, Kanye thing. It's like you're the best. You're not going to get better. Like at that point,
there's no
you just
room for growth.
Yeah, so I think that's what we look at with like something like that.
No, I think you're 100% right. And the thing with these the idolization of celebrity relationships, I remember we had this debate earlier when Derek's not here, but when I was saying like, yo, bro, like you can't base your relationship off what your homies is telling you. You got to go through it. When I was saying like, oh, you got to mock live with your girl or whatever, I was like, bro,
I remember that.
No matter what you do, these issues ain't gonna disappear.
Yeah.
Like you can't and you're like, yo, the homies told me I should do it. I'm like, bro, your life it's a whole different ball game. Like whatever advice you get, you're not going to be prepared for what you and your girl go through.
Yeah, because
it's always going to be unique to everybody else's situation. What you and your girl go through, it may be general. Like we've gone, but like when it's always going to have some personal effect that we can't relate to.
I think what's interesting in that conversation that y'all had though, because I listened to all the episodes. I think
that
with Derek,
we appreciate that.
I mean, I need y'all because surviving work, there's not that many that look like me at the job. So it feels like y'all sitting with me when I'm in the office. Like, Derek is just more. This is like a Superman Batman conversation y'all were having. It's like you was like, I've seen shit. So you're like, you can't like prepare for it. Like you can try to like safeguard and do all these things, but you kind of like have to like, can I live with this person? Can we talk finances? Can we do this? Because you can try to do all these things, and then you become like very cagey, very like super like hyper focused, hyper kind of like aware, and then it creates a very suffocating atmosphere. Yeah. I think if you're meant to be with someone, you're meant to be with someone. If you're not, you're gonna see the things you don't like. It's like I don't like how she thinks in his, or if she thinks, well, I can live by myself. It's like, all right, but you have this, and this. Like you don't have the intangible to live by yourself unless you work 2-3 jobs. Yeah. And it's like to me, it's like I'm talking from reality. I'm not talking from a place of like you don't understand. It's just like as someone that I've had 2 roommates. No, I have 1 roommate. The goal is to eventually live by myself and make more money.
Of course.
Yeah, but you don't have those intangibles right now. How do you build it if you don't want to live with your parents right now? You have like 2 people to live with, 3 people to live with, and then you kind of like scale down while increasing your income. That's what you do. So I think when it comes to like throwing it back to like people idolize things, everyone wants like this Ash catching Pikachu relationship where you're walking around and just showcasing your love. And it's like, I think the best relationships to me are like, y'all see how happy I'm in my close friends. If we have arguments, but it's not in front of social media. Because once you give that to social media, and it's like what Joe said, and it's like what John said, once social media has you guys, like they look at you and they care too much, everyone's invested. Everyone's asking where's your partner is. And I think that privacy is like, I'm not going to move like I don't have a relationship. I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to talk to nobody else unless you're talking money. But I think that's the issue. Everyone is in a place of like, I need that for their ego. We're so connected to social currency, and social currency means nothing if you're not actually getting paid from it from some point. So it's like you're hustling backwards.
The goal is, well, no, I say the most valuable currency is experience, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I always say, you know, everything I've gotten in my life, I've gotten from experience.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I've earned is from experience. Everything I have today is based off of what I failed to do. If I've had a bunch of failed relationships, I am learning what works for me. But I'm still not learning for what works with the next person.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your boundaries, but that's why I'm saying everybody's experience is different. We see Jeezy and G-Mine, like what may have been working for her probably wasn't working for him. You know what I mean? And then naturally, you're going to try to compromise, you're going to try to work through it. Like I said, relationships are work.
Oh, yeah.
Relationships are a fucking job.
Honestly.
It's another job. You have to compromise daily, weekly. Everything is a compromise. It's a, hey, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do it for you. Like, that's all that shit. It's another job. Mm-hmm. And if you're not prepared and in the space to do that, then it's not. Don't put yourself in it. Don't put yourself in it.
I think. Okay, so I'm not disagreeing with you.
No.
It's like building off what you said with a job.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a relationship is a job. I think it's a business. And what I mean by a business, not like I'm with you because of like, but like you both are literally building a business together
from the ground up.
And I think that's why it makes me look at it different. Like a lot of times when women are looking at it from like the romantic sense of like the flowers and you're paying for everything. If we're building this business together and you're just kind of like here for the vibes, you're not really investing in the business. And it's not like what do you bring to the table, because like you know, you can bring your skills like cooking and all these type of things, sewing. But I think for me, it's just like everyone kind of wants this like what they feel like is the ideal type of relationship when it gets in this business, and it's like it's not fun all the time, because like you have to have real conversations, and that the thing is, and I think when people have good conflict resolution skills, not just their relationships but in life, like things get more simple. Like it's either, hey, I want to have this conversation, this person's ducking me or whatever. It's like I'm over it, right? Because then it's like I can't force you to have a conversation you ready for, and it could be like a friend or relationship, but to be able to handle tough times and be able to come on the other side, sharing like new understanding from each other's perspective. That's how you build a strong relationship. Yeah. Because because if you have a perfect relationship, both of you guys are not being authentic. That means
y'all are faking.
Yeah,
y'all are faking it, and that means like y'all are just allowing the person to be, and you're just like you're being like content instead of being like both being present. And I think that's an issue with social media. Everyone's not connected with themselves. So they're trying to connect with other people that are not connected with themselves. And y'all are just trying to like do like this smoke and mirrors with everyone. And with people like us, it's like, I don't even use social media like that. I'll probably copy, like, see what y'all doing, but I'm really just trying to be as present as possible. And like, I don't care about these fake things, because then you care so much about other people's stuff, and that's your own.
No, you can't even in reality, like, you don't even know people for an extended period of time. Like, it's all going to be the best version or the 75, 85% version of yourself outside of certain vulnerable moments until you guys have to start sharing shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I've said before, like, boundaries are, no, we have to be here before we're living together. There's certain things that have to be in place for me to feel like that. Yeah. And the internet's such an odd fucking place where, well, let me reel it back, right? I've always said this, and I'll stand on this, and I'm not, this may come off slightly misogynistic, but it's not like that. I've always talked to my lady about it. I'm like, hey, like, I think a lot of issues when women are looking for men, they're looking for a man based off of what he's done in relationships, instead of looking for the man. Like, if I'm the most amazing boyfriend in the world and I've never cheated or anything like that, but I'm a piece of shit, I treat my friends like shit, I treat my mom like shit, you're still dealing with a bad guy. Yeah. And eventually that's going to circle its way back to you.
Yeah, because it's going to leak back into relationships. Yeah. Nobody's in a protective thing.
So if that's the space, if that's what you're looking for, you're still going to find it. You're going to run into the same issue over and over again. Yeah. You're still looking into, he don't cheat, he treats me good, he takes me out to eat. That's not the measure of a man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you have to look in the overall of people. And it's kind of back to Jeezy and her. It's probably like, you know what? She said that shit about black dudes, that's not my business. She cool with me. Everything's great. Then when we got in it, it's like, oh, a little bit of this is leaking.
Yeah.
A little bit of this is leaking.
Like
and that thought process or that, I don't know, of course.
Yeah.
We obviously don't know.
We're speculating, but from what the reports are, it's kind of like,
Something.
I don't want to say she's two-faced, like, but it's like how she appears in public and how she's like talking to him. It's like, oh, she has a crazy mouth. I'm going to be honest with you. If there's one thing I learned from like dating
any woman,
not even just any woman, but like the values of a person is so important, bro.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think when it comes to communication, like style is like, I'm not trying to tame anybody or like, I shouldn't have to like tell you like, that's crazy what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Like if you come in out of your face like saying these things, like there's only so many times I'm going to check someone. It's like my job isn't to check you. My job is to play off of you, and we play off each other as compliments because we're trying to make each other's life like easier.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're not filling like holes in each other. We're like playing off each other's like, what can I help you to get better and vice versa.
Yeah.
And I think the issue is a lot of times. And I don't want to make it like women focused because that's your thing is not even just it's not it's just a perspective on how some women date.
Yeah.
It's just for me it's just like I'm looking at like
men too. We date like that.
yeah, but it's like a lot of times people are like I can be me and I don't have to change, but whoever I'm dating has to be like this ideal version. And as someone that's dated some people, I've dated people, I've tried to date other exes another chance, stuff like that. The thing is, the people that I love are the ones that are self-aware. They know how to look at themselves and look at themselves like honestly. Not just look at themselves honestly and be able to take feedback and actually use it. Yeah. A lot of times with people online, and like John said, if his friends like 86% his homegirls, I would say a good amount of my women friends, I would never like refer you to one of my homies because like you're genuinely a horrible person. You're my friend, but you're a bad person. Like how you think is like you think you're a good person. You think you're a good girlfriend. And if this is ever a clip, if you think I'm talking about you, I am. You're not a good person. And I feel like a lot of times I've had conversations, like I've said to people, like, I don't think you're a good person. It's like, yeah, but you don't know me. It's like, I know enough. Like if anybody ever, I don't think anybody's ever gone to like Joe, not Joe. I did combine both your names. John. I don't think anybody's unless they're like haters, like nobody said like you guys are bad people. Like the consensus is usually like, these are cool guys.
Fuck them niggas, dude. Okay.
I mean, those are, but you know what I'm saying? Like when people like say that this person's a bad person, and a lot of people saying this person's a bad person, I don't care if your mom and your family is supposed to like you. Like, you know, like the general, I can look at you.
They should.
They should. I mean, unless you have a very weird family structure. That is not my business. I'm not Dr. Phil. But like, I'm just saying, like, a lot of people are not good people and they expect good results in relationships.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
that's what, in fact, that's kind of the point I was making. It's like, bro, like, y'all want these people that are awful in their regular lives but good to you, but them to be good to you forever. That doesn't make sense.
Nah, at
all. That's just not math. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying everybody's perfect. We all have done terrible shit and doing awful shit, but you mean to tell me
but we feel bad about it, though. But we feel bad about
it. Yeah, like, you mean to tell me a nigga steal, kick kids, steal from charities, but he's going to be good to you? All right, bro. That's going to last 6 months. He's trying to, like, you know what I mean? Word. But yeah, I would still praise, though. The Iman and Tiana thing, that sounds like fucking...
They kind of grew apart.
That sounds like bliss. It sounds like, and I know it sounds weird, but it sounds like bliss. Like, yo, we are the best of friends. We are a family. The romantic side of this just ended. That's it. Yeah. And that, to me, is exactly how a family that makes that decision should handle it. You know what I mean? She said it's not infidelity, none of that. Our romanticism just ended. We have children. Yeah. That's my best friend. We're family. We hold each other down. That's it. Because, like, we live in the fairy tale all the time, but when you accept that can end, it usually makes your relationship last longer. When you're like, oh, you know, can we be best friends if it doesn't work? That makes your relationship stronger. I think people are so scared of even thinking that way. That's like, oh, no, never. But why? Like, to me, that's like the perfect. That's a perfect outcome for us deciding that maybe physically this isn't it for us anymore. Like, loving somebody isn't just laying in a bed with them every night. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, physically this ain't it for us. Emotionally, it's not the same, but we love each other because we're the best of friends. Like, that's how I feel like that should be handled. Don't play with him. He don't play about me. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like that should be handled.
Yeah, at the end. Like
at the end. Like when it's done.
That's like the best thing because then it won't affect the kids and like
exactly
with respect. I think a lot of times when people look at breakups, it's like an ego crush, where it's just like, well, I'm not in a relationship with this person. Their life should be hell, and it's like, I would ideally not want to be best friends with people that I've dated, but like we spent time getting to know each other. It's like it's good to like have like a sounding board. I mean, now at my age, I have very few friends that are people I dated, unless we kind of understand that. But I think everyone just takes things not too personal, but if people are not yours, then you don't want nothing to do with them. And for me, it's like no matter what, if we were cool and we didn't have like a bad breakup, like if you needed to use me as a reference or whatever, like I still help out women that I've dated like from years ago. But it's like now it's just like everyone's like wishing ill on people. Everyone has too much main character syndrome, and I think it's crazy.
And this shit ain't all about you.
It's not. It's bigger than you.
It's bigger than you. I tell you all the time, bro. A lot of this shit is bigger than us. A lot of shit bigger than us, and yeah, bro. I don't know.
It's a forefront truth that some people just don't like. Of
situations that are bigger than us, why is Nicki Minaj's like husband trying to bother Offset when Offset was having a great weekend with the bros?
Talking about that,
what's up? What you guys say?
For 89 viewers on that live stream, he is now getting
house arrest?
reprimanded. Yeah, house arrest by the federal court because they see that. Like, why are you doing this, bro?
Yo, being a sexual predator and being on the corner with your niggas is crazy.
And you know what he was doing this whole time? He was on stream with Kai.
Bro.
He spent the whole weekend with him.
Hold on. Can somebody clear this up for me? Because I didn't get it.
What?
He said, I'm outside looking for you.
Yes.
But Offset's clearly in 13 states away.
Yeah, he's in Atlanta. And,
so, like, what is... I don't get it.
And the other dude's in New York, right? Or
something like
that. No, they were in the middle of Manhattan.
Yeah, because that's when... He was at the hotel that Offset was... for the VMAs. Because the VMAs was like... And then he was like thinking like he's still there. And it's like, Offset's in Atlanta. Like he was in Atlanta, then he went to Colorado to see Deion Sanders. So that whole weekend, he was just having a blast. He spent like 12,
why would I still be there? I'm Offset.
It's like, my shorty got to be there. I don't got to be there.
No, I'm saying even it was after the VMAs.
No, after everyone left.
Everyone
left. Celebrity left. They did,
and he stood. Yeah, he stood there.
Yeah, and Kai, Offset said, Cardi said, yeah, I can stay over. So he had the whole homie bag. Like I got the video games,
pulled up,
I got the stuff, and he's like, yo, we sleeping over.
Fun.
They had like a 24-hour stream.
That Kai Cenat, he's amazing, man. He's phenomenal.
After the shit that happened in Union Square, bro,
yeah, he got out. Like, yo, he's a cool kid. He makes me want to stream because I feel like it's interesting how streaming works.
He's such like a good personality. Yeah. And celebrities open up with him. Celebrities do like it's. I've seen it with G Herbo. He did Ice Spice. Like he makes celebrities super comfortable. And that is
with the women. Low key, not that he's a young boy, but it's like you got bad. I mean,
but there is a skill to making celebrities feel comfortable in a public space.
That is true, bro.
That's Angie's superpower. I'm not saying he's in it, of course, but I'm saying like the superpower to have Offset sleep on an air mattress.
On live.
That is you are creating a level of comfort.
That's crazy. That's something we would just do with the homies off camera. It's
right.
Like, I'll do it. I got you.
That niggas is watching you snore with a bunch of niggas that he don't even know. Like there's a level of comfort that you're creating that is a talent. But I just want to shout that out.
But
yeah, I don't know why Nicki Minaj's sexual predator husband is on the corner with a bunch of niggas talking about they're gonna kill Offset and then be surprised when they lock you up. When you're a felon, bro. I don't understand the era where it's like before you wouldn't even text a crime you're committing. You wouldn't speak on the phone about a crime you're committing.
Nah.
You threatening to kill somebody on the internet. I don't get it. Like what do you think is gonna happen if you're on probation? Your probation officer has Instagram. You're famous.
Well, he's famous adjacent, but he's famous.
I mean, you're famous enough.
Adjacent, but you're famous. But it's just like, bro, was it worth it for
and now you got to sit in the house for 120 days.
Which he's not gonna. I mean, you would.
I don't know. I've never been on house arrest. I have no idea.
You would wish that you would stay in the crib.
That little freaky ass man's about to do.
But it's just like, bro.
Hey, I'm telling you, it's low. Being a sexual predator and being in the middle of Manhattan talking about killing niggas is weird, and talking about how tough you are is weird. And you old niggas, go home. Go to your families, bro. You niggas have to drive to stand outside. You niggas all stay in the same hotel room. Stop. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. And this isn't helping Nicki's image.
At all, bro.
Not that she needs, but like enough. Like, and the whole the Nicki Cardi thing, it's been years. Guys, let it the fuck go.
Everyone's
more on Nicki.
Everyone's moved on. Yeah,
all Cardi said was like, I have a Helga Pataki. And unless Nicki decided to watch Hey Arnold to understand what that reference means, it's accurate though. And of course, I heard Doja Cat had a song where she mentions Helga Pataki. Like, I'm telling you, if we want Nicki to stop, you just gotta treat her like Thanos. Get all of the rap women to join forces, crush the Infinity Gauntlet, and she comes back to normal. I'm telling you, if all of the rap women, all like 10, 15 of them, and they start dogpiling, like all of them, she's gonna have to look at herself like, yo, what did I do to make all these women so mad?
I think, you know what? I think we would all be in a better. I think Nicki would probably be in a better musical space, and everybody be in a better space if everybody just left each other like y'all. I don't care when y'all beef because it doesn't get us
Excited.
Yeah, like
Not
I don't
as
get
much.
excited for Cardi like that. No, when the rappers beef, it's like, all right, cool. I like I want to hear Jim and Push. I don't want to see Nicki and Cardi. I don't care.
I just want to hear bars then.
Yeah, I just want to hear rapping.
At that
Yeah, just
point.
rap
I don't
at
want
each other.
I don't
Y'all-
want
y'all
your
doing that shit
husband's
out,
I don't
yeah.
want your husband's fake fighting. I don't want nobody throwing a shoe at nobody. I don't like seeing that shit. And if it's the male rappers, I enjoy when y'all getting y'all scuffles in public. Don't get me wrong, because then I believe y'all. But at the same time, it's kind of left at that.
Yeah.
Sometimes, of course. Well,
I mean,
in the modern.
I mean, if the women fight, all we know is that Jonathan Major is going to come with that fucking stupid hat
Oh
and try to
my
break
God,
those fights.
bro.
I'm so sick of him.
Stop it.
We know you're
I saw
innocent,
that.
but stay your ass home.
Oh my god, bro! I saw
Like,
that
why
shit.
you
Stop it.
you Jussie Smolletting us enough? Like enough. Like you're innocent. We believe you. We all took that shit back. Oh, we was wrong. Cool, whatever, bro. You don't need to justice. We don't need that.
I saw that video. I'm like, bro, this is so fake. This gotta be fake. There's
Nah, it's
no.
Why is Jonathan
way.
Majors in a random high school? Like, what are we doing? I told you,
What is he trying to be a superhero?
bro.
Yo,
I think
bro, he
the
was
internet and America thinks we're stupid.
He was a piece.
Aliens,
piece
like I'm not that dumb. I'm not.
It's not aliens, not space, and not Jonathan.
And Jonathan Majors is not breaking up a high school fight. So I'm like, whoa.
At all.
And
People.
that stupid ass hat. Ah, smack, man.
Yo, the internet is ruthless, bro. Because when that video came out, the replies and comments.
That's how you know, like, you didn't even make a good attempt to fool us. Because the first comment is like, this is fake. No, you didn't got one person believe him.
fake, bro.
And he didn't put out a statement, nothing. Like, oh, damn, they got me.
Yeah, bro.
He got the same PR as Justin Miller. I'm telling you.
Now it's worse.
No, yeah, this is bad. Jussie home now at this point. So,
Are we?
I think that's all I got for the celebrity breakups. I'm just saying, stop believing the internet. Be happy in your home. If not, leave them. I don't know. Or cheat. That's y'all business. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh, what we got? Any new? Well, we talked about Drake. Nicki announced the Pink Print 2 in November. Offset's coming out next
He actually
week.
had a good music video. I didn't get to hear the song, but
Fan is really Fan. So good.
I heard that like people were really loving like the
The aesthetic of it, or
the aesthetic. I didn't get
It
to
was
hear the
a
song.
Michael. It was pretty much a Michael Jackson tribute video.
yes.
That's fire.
Yeah, and
He was actually in a music video when he was a kid. Well, with DMX, I think it was, or was it DMX?
He's a dancer, so
Yeah.
he was
also
a
can
dancer. He was in the background. I think it was DMX.
I'm enjoying this. Well, I mean, Offset has always been super talented, but
I mean, I've
This
always thought that
version
he
of
was the
him?
most complete
Yeah.
person on Migos. He just had to like round out some things when it comes to his personality.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we're going back in time from when Migos came out like 12 years ago, not 12, it's like 10 years
Whitney
ago.
Houston video. My fault.
Oh, that makes sense.
that's crazy.
We always thought that Quavo was going to be the star when I just thought he was only really good at choruses and like the ad libs.
Yeah.
I think Takeoff was the best rapper, but when it comes to personality, he's an extreme introvert. So he's not going
Yes,
to like
he's not be out
connect to
there.
people like that.
Yeah.
I think Offset, especially when he had like his features and stuff like, I thought he has what it takes to be of them. Like if this is like an NSYNC thing, he has the ability to be like the Justin Timberlake. And I think Quavo would kind of be like what's that name? JC? Like the second.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I would like to see more of him when his album drops, but I think second album because they all had their own single albums and they were kind of
Individual
like
albums, yeah.
interesting.
And Offset was the best.
I thought Takeoff was.
Offset and Takeoffs, they were really good.
Yeah.
Offset did the collab album with Metro Boomin.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think.
And was 21
And
on?
Quavo did a collab one with was it 21 or was it
No, he did his last
Metro Boomin?
with I think it was
did with
Metro.
Metro
It was
Boomin?
Metro Boomin and Takeoff. I think so.
I think,
Oh no, Quavo Huncho, that one.
Quavo Huncho's
Huncho
with
with
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott, yes,
That's
yes.
what it was. Travis Scott.
That
Because they
was the
each had a collab with someone.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Quavo was with Travis. I think Offset was
I think it was 21.
21, and I think Takeoff was Metro Boomin. We'll fact check that.
Yeah.
But no, I'm looking forward to that. I think
Yeah, the fan is a really good record. I like it.
I want to check
I
that
like
out.
it a lot.
Music is amazing. Kai is in it. Phantom is also
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
New York streamers are in it.
Yeah,
They're
man.
great.
I like it. I like what he's doing. I love this fucking rollout. It's a fun rollout. I like a good rollout that is impactful. We get a song, we get the stream, we get seeing him at the Colorado game. He's just having a good time. It seems very organic, not too much PR. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Bongos, it's a record. The Bongos is the Nicki and Meg record. I'm sorry, the Cardi and Meg record.
Cardi and Meg record. It's cool.
I don't think it's for me. I mean, I don't even care. Like, it's not. It's not for me, and I don't know if it's gonna. If I'm speaking from a purely, outside perspective, I don't know if it's gonna work. That's the point I can speak from. I don't know if it's gonna work.
like-
The same way I don't think the Drake record is working.
The timing, I feel like, is a little late now.
It should have been earlier in the summer.
Early in the summer. I'm not saying it would have been like, oh my god, a fucking summer banger.
Nah, but it
would have been in rotation.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I thought it.
Yeah, it's like it's. I mean, yeah, it's not for me.
I think it was more the aesthetics. I feel like it was advertising.
The music video was
Also,
amazing.
I think
music video was amazing.
Yeah, I also think Cardi should have just not said anything. Because
I feel like if they surprised it with us instead of like us expecting it, it made it seem like it was a bigger single than it was. I feel like if it was a surprise, I probably would have liked it better.
And her pretty much saying like it's not what people think. It's just like
it's clearly not.
It's not.
Yeah, and her kind of not liking the backlash, which is fine. I get it,
of course.
But like her kind of response to the backlash. Listen, just let the song live. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, doesn't. You guys are mega stars. Yeah. I'm sure you guys have more music. This is a Cardi single because I think it came out on Atlantic. So
a collab album would have been dope. I can't front. I wouldn't mind it.
I'll be honest with you. If I wanted,
no.
Nah,
hold on, don't get no.
I would want Meg to collab. I would love Meg to collabo with Lotto or Doja Cat. Because if we was going sonically, I think those would work. I think for someone like Cardi, she would need someone like
Sweet. No.
I don't want Cardi to collab with anybody because I need that gangster shit. I don't want her and Meg to keep talking about their pussies and how good they look. That Cardi shit gonna be some gangster shit.
I was gonna think like Cash Doll.
Cash Doll?
Yeah, but like we don't care about her.
No,
I care. Respectfully.
I'm gonna tune in.
I'm gonna tune in. It's an audio experience.
Respectfully. I feel like you said, like she needs a more grittier like person. And Cardi's gonna like do something like that. Like not everyone can do like the whole Drake and Future and 21 Metro and 21. Like it's hard because like sonically it has to make sense.
Yes.
And I feel like with Meg, when she does like these very playful records, like she'll be spitting, but I feel like she needs another person that's spitting like on some like Jadakiss Styles P type thing. Gotcha. Like if they're spitting like that, I feel like that's the type of person she. I do feel like Doja could do something with Cardi, but not this version of Doja. I wish
she's a unicorn.
Doja when she was thick.
Doja, oh shit!
When she was thick, that was a different Doja. I think talent wise, she's still talented.
She
but
got bars.
Doja Cat is a super unicorn of talent. She can do everything. She's just a fucking goofy.
Yeah,
yes,
that's it. She's probably arguably one of the most talented people out here. She's just fucking weird and goofy, and she should stop the weird shit, and she'll be fine. But Doja Cat, she's phenomenal at everything she does. She just stop being weird. It's weird. Stop.
You're scaring
the kids. Like stop.
Mr. C? I remember Mr. C was talking about he was rapping about her, and he had that picture. You never see when you see
Mr.
crush.
Mr. C?
Is it Mr. C? The one that Drake did that song with? Is it Central C?
Central C. How about Mr. C? The nigga that was in
my fault, not that C. Sorry. Central C. And he had like the picture, and he's like, you know when someone was like, damn, you had a crush, but you see them like 2 years too late.
Yeah, you don't want to indulge in that no more.
Yeah.
It's not just the kind I want. I want the one that was doing like Moo and stuff like that.
Yeah, not the Moo.
That was when she was at her thickest. That's when he made this song. He wrote his
and her admitting that she was trolling us just to get into the industry, and it worked, and then she made great music, and I don't know if she's re-trolling or she just showed us, hey, I don't give a fuck about y'all.
Word.
Hey, should have believed her when she said it the first time, guys.
Hey, man.
That is true. So
we should talk about the legends, though. Nas and Puff.
Nas is
quick. That album was great.
Yo, him and Hip
Boy's run is unprecedented.
6 albums.
This
three of them are their own, like,
bro.
Yeah,
whatever they got going
Magic.
on, it is 1, an 2, amazing
3.
run.
And the other one was, what is it?
It's Magic 1, 2, and 3, and King's Disease
1, 2, and 3. Like Nas is Jason Kidd, bro.
Nas is a phenomenal right
like
now,
he was amazing in his earlier part of his career. The only issue was his beat selection was bad. Then he partnered up with Hit Boy, and every album he dropped with them for 6 albums, it's every year. Every year he dropped an album from all the way back to I think 2018. 2018, 2019, 2020.
It's been 3 years.
Yeah.
So it's only 20.
So he was
Because
dropping.
Nasir was with Kanye. I remember.
Yeah, so we don't care about the one.
Yeah, that was
But
bad.
like,
But yeah,
I love that album.
I
I listened to
loved it.
all
I loved
all
it.
6 of them in different ways. I think
loved
it's
it.
just fire. Like
I
how he's
loved
kind
it.
of like.
it's been amazing.
I wonder what he's gonna do. He don't need to make music for a while. Like he's giving us a lot of
Bro,
music.
just-
I'm
he dropped
assuming.
this-
I mean, he's doing it for fun right now.
that too.
He's doing it just because he loves it. And that's where you get the best music out of it, right?
Yeah,
Even Hope talked about 444. You don't need the money. It's like I just wanted to do this album. It was
that was a great album, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
4 was great.
So it's like with Nas, he's elevated his fucking his rapping. The production's next level. Hit Boy's on an amazing run, and he needs his flowers. This is an amazing project. One of the best rap albums we've heard. I think it rivals. I don't know if anybody's beating Gunna's album because that's the one that's sitting and it sounds the best right now. And Killer Mike. These are probably the best 3 albums that have come out this year so far. Killer Mike, Nas, and Gunna's album. These are 3 that are sticking around. So it's phenomenal. I think it's great, man. I can't say it enough. This is such an amazing run of just even if you don't like every single one of them, just for him to put out this quality of music in a short period of time is unbelievable.
Also, you have to like one of his albums.
Yeah.
This
one of
isn't
them
even
Out of
like
all these 6 albums, bro.
yeah. You got to
these,
like 50%. Like
3
these
to
are
4 of them. I like.
these are phenomenal pieces of work.
Like you
Like,
can't say
the
all of them.
production and just the lyricism, and it's
Yeah.
Nas, bro.
Nah, it's
like,
fire, bro.
And he just put one of them out a few months ago. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, like
Like Magic too.
Magic.
yes,
Yes,
Magic too. And then I saw not too long ago he announced he's dropping it because it's his birthday. I'm like, bro, you were 50.
Yeah,
You don't have
he's
to be
wildin'.
doing this. You don't have to do it.
But he's so good.
we
He's so
appreciate
good. He's so good at it, bro.
it. Like it's insane. That whatever they got, bro, it's an amazing run.
We heard Puff's album.
Yeah, I loved it, bro. I think to me, for this month, it's the best album that came out this month R&B wise. I'll say rap wise, Nas was. If we want to do like the classifications, but I think it kind of reminds me of who was it? It reminds me of what it's slightly different sound what Babyface did last year when he had like that. Album.
That is my favorite album of last year.
Okay.
Yes, the
So
album with
they
all the
did
girls.
compilation with all the girls.
Gotcha.
And when people keep saying that like R&B is dead, it's not that R&B is dead. It's just that everyone likes to be force fed or given like all the good music. And if you want to
Yes.
find something, it's kind of like going in a crate. You kind of have to dig a little bit to find the good music. If you think the first thing that you're going to pick up is good, it's gonna be a low probability. But I think this Diddy thing, it was an experience. And I feel like when you're sonically listening to something that I can't compare it to, it means it's a distinct sound, a distinct like sequence, and I think it just makes you like you always want to
Stand
go
out.
back to something like
Yeah,
that.
you stand out.
If I know you sound like something else, like I can go back and listen to the other something else. But for Diddy's like for this year, it kind of gives me the same hype of like the Dirty Money thing. It's not a Dirty Money album. It's like he's doing his thing as Diddy is doing like a great organization of talent. But man, he's good.
I'm gonna tell you what killed R&B. The clubs killed R&B.
Okay.
The clubs killed R&B
I can see
because that's not what people are going out to hear. Not that that's not what people are going out to hear. There was a shift in music, and I feel like
The 2010s or the 20
when 50 came out, In the Club was a big rap record.
2000s. Yeah, that shit fucking
Right,
blew up.
but I feel like and I was we were still super young when that happened.
Yeah.
I felt like the atmosphere of going out was to dance and have a good time still, but 50's rap record, even people were dancing to In the Club. You know what I'm saying? He found the balance. I feel like after that, we kind of 50's gangsta era introduced to a bunch of people having to trying to match his energy.
Yeah.
And then the clubs turned into a lot more of the tough music.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
trap music and singing.
Yeah, and it's just like if the places that we frequent played these songs all the time, it would grasp a bigger audience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And also too, dance records aren't huge right now either.
Yeah.
But these R&B records that get you moving, the clubs aren't playing them. You're not hearing them outside when you're drinking and having a good time. So naturally, these aren't translating. R&B is nowhere near dead. Puff's album, to me, I know you're saying it's the best album I've heard so far this year, period. It's phenomenal. The production, the singing, like all of it. And this is something we should be hearing when we leave the house.
Yeah.
Not having to go into our fucking streaming platforms, connect to the Bluetooth and play it to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You should be able to hear these records out That's what makes Drake great because Drake finds a balance. But I'm saying like, Puff, this album you need to hear it everywhere, everywhere. The slow records, like you need to be able to hear this and absorb this music. And I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel. I feel like the club killed R&B because a lot of our determination, especially being young adults, a lot of our determination how a song makes us feel is when we're around people having a good time.
Yeah.
And you know, people go, oh, you don't have a club record. The club record used to be 112 Dance With Me.
Right.
You know, Let's Get Married by Jagged Edge. These used to play when people were out.
Yeah, now it's different. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, like
I feel like
yeah.
also like the
Bryson Tiller, even he brought that back a little bit with the trap soul. When you went out, you would hear those records and people would stop.
And everyone was singing that shit, bro. Everyone.
Even not to cut you off, but even like Snooze. When you hear Snooze out, no matter where you are, you're gonna hear that song. It stops the part and everybody's singing to it. Yeah. Doesn't matter the trappiest, dingiest. A good DJ is gonna play Snooze. Yeah. So like, if there were more of those, I don't know if it's DJs, I don't know if it's atmosphere. There's more of that.
I feel like it's atmosphere, and more or less DJ. Because the thing is, DJ, you got to factor in the environment. You got to factor in. You got to factor in a whole bunch of things, which I understand. You know, it's pretty hard. It's like you got a set time. You got your 30 minutes. You got an hour. You got to get these. You got to get the people moving. This and that. Third. Read the room. X, Y, and Z.
Exactly.
But it's like, I feel sometimes DJs might, I mean, this might just be me, but I feel like sometimes they just sugarcoat everything, just play whatever's hot.
Exactly.
Without actually, you know, taking the time to figure out, all right, what I'm going to play, what, you know, throwback songs got to throw in, this and that, third.
Take a risk.
Take a risk, exactly. Or transition from this song to this song, and let's see if people fuck with it or not. Which, I mean, listen, I'm not saying it's easy, because I know what they do. They, you know, I've seen it with friends, and it's just like, nah, bro, I wouldn't even think about putting these two songs together. I don't even correlate with each other.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's just environment, DJs themselves not actually taking the time to actually listen to the music. Because like you said, you know, certain songs, Snooze, or like for me, if a DJ plays Keisha,
we in there. Like
everyone's gonna stop,
movie,
bro. That's the effect. And like what you said, like you feel like it's just not the same with like I don't want to blame like hip hop, but like when in the club, you know, that transition from
get
before,
that gangster shit the fuck out of here,
because
you killers.
Like everyone back then, like growing up 2000s, shit, I wasn't able to go to clubs with my sisters or anyone older and shit. They would tell me like, you know, a certain song's playing, like, what do you know about this? As opposed to now, everyone is just it's just different.
The club is the new radio with all our cars and shit. You got Bluetooth, no one's necessarily turning the radio on, but the club's new radio. That's where you get the temperature of a record.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we have to do more temperature checks of records and play these records out with people. Like, play them.
Yeah, people transition too much. Also, I think how I see DJs, even though I know they're DJs to me are kind of like audio or sonic comedians. And what I mean by that is when you do your set, like you kind of have in your mind, like kind of like what songs you want to do, kind of like jokes.
Yeah.
I think to me, what would make the DJ experience better if someone was kind of like listening to the previous DJ for like a good 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, understanding the vibe, not you like you're keeping that vibe, but like I don't like when like I hear the same song like 3 or 4 times. And the reason why that happens is because a lot of times DJs, when they switch sets, they either weren't present for the other thing, so they didn't hear what it was.
Yeah.
I'd rather each DJ was like playing songs that are just like, all right, you play these set of songs, now you playing these set of songs, but you're kind of continuing like
the flow.
Not even the flow, but the keeping the vibe up. Because a lot of times when you're playing the same song, like it's kind of like someone playing, I don't know, like Dreams and Nightmare like 3, 4 different times. Like we don't need to hear that again. Like if I hear it one time, I'd rather hear a song one time in a party, and you kind of going through like the enclave of like different like eras, like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Because then it really tests your bag of music of like how do I make these transitions happen instead of just being safe to I'll stick to the 2020s, the 2010s, and the 2000s. Like we got to like flex it more.
And that exactly what you're saying is why when we throw in a party, I asked DJs to all get there at the same time. Hey, can you guys all just get here at this time, whatever, like, because like you don't have to, you're not obligated to, but I just want y'all to hear each other so y'all can play off of each other to make the experience better.
Yep.
Like you showing up. raw, not knowing what's played, and then it's like, oh shit, like you played this already, and then you don't know what the vibe is. I always say the opening DJ has the hardest job because they have to set the vibe.
Because you set the vibe, and it's like either you're gonna do it right, or it's like you feel like you might do it right, but then
it's easy for you to get smoke if the next one's fire. Like
so, exactly.
Nah, but I think that's what it is. I think when it comes to DJs, when it comes to like how people are kind of coming into it when it comes to making music, like what are they making music for? Like what is their like essence? And I think when it comes to the experience, like I think we have to like, even with house parties and stuff, like when people on the aux, like take it serious. Like I think for me, it's like always thinking like you can dig up some things from like the 90s that can flow into the 2010s, that flow into like the 2000s, flow into the 1980s. Like sonically, you can do it. Are you studying your music? I feel like DJs should be studying like all types of music, like athletes are looking at game tape from like the old days, where, like, you know, everyone's like studying, like, because you can tell who's like
who actually put in time.
Like I like that. I like Corey Towns. I like the dude that had the thing with Beyonce. I forget his name. DJ. He's like light skinned now. Like little.
Oh yeah, I wish I know exactly.
Yeah,
what
but
you're talking
if you
about. He did the TikTok mixes.
Yeah, and he's like he be doing like those transition of songs that you would have never thought
take
of.
a risk.
And I think when you do that, it not only shows creativity. It's like I would have never thought to connect those two like, you know, beats per minute together, and it just seems to work. I think when people take the craft more seriously, you'll see like a lot of like top tier DJs versus like the more mid tier and low tier. Like, you know, I'm not gonna say anybody's trash, but there's some DJs you transition too fast in a song. Like if you're feeling the vibe of the song, like this, you should not have like only played 45 seconds of the song. You probably should have played it out like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, got the biggest kind of like pop of the song, then transition out. Like, I don't know. I think there's a lot to be that can change when it comes to music, but I think when it comes to R&B lost love. But it's not that they lost love and all artists lost love. It's like the people that are really good at showcasing love, like Coco Jones' album, or like a lot of other people's pieces. We got to really elevate it and play their music.
Facts.
I think we got to do that.
Play Coco Jones. Play Leon Thomas.
Yeah.
Like
it's talented, man.
These albums are fucking amazing. R&B is in an amazing space. Puff album is phenomenal. He's got a mix of everything on there. The one record I don't like is the one with 21 Savage, and I'm cool on that. But the rest of the album is phenomenal. Puffy did a great job. And when I was hearing things before it comes out, I'm like, I'm hearing it. I'm like, wow, this sounds good. But when you hear it sequenced in the album, fully done, it's such an amazing experience. Go stream Puff's album, play it when we go out, please, because it's good vibes. It's like, it's real R&B, bro. Like, just like you said, play the Coco Jones, play the Leon Thomas, play the Babyface, bro. We want to hear that. Also, too, that is also on us to make sure we're going to the places for grown-ups.
Yeah,
because some of these grown-up places will play these things. You just have to find it.
Yeah.
Stay away. Stop going where the 22, 23-year-olds are. We have to go where the grown-ups are, too. So there's a catch-22. So I think the state of R&B is great. Shout out to Puff. Man, amazing album. Probably my favorite album so far this year. Sports. There's a couple things. In sports, it's in Malcolm Brogdon's mouth, the Celtics. I mean, honestly, the Celtics look like they're just regressing. Chris Porzingis it sounds good, but I don't know how that's going to work. Marcus Smart is gone. That's their defensive anchor. I don't know. Celtics don't look like. Yeah. Also, before even winning time being canceled is a fucking tragedy.
I didn't put that up there for ego's sake.
Like winning time being canceled. Winning time, if you guys don't know, it's an HBO show that documents the
Laker dynasty.
The Showtime Laker dynasty in the 80s. I don't know.
That show could go on for like 10 to 15.
They could have done so many different iterations. And I'm still praying somebody picks it up, but it does not even pick up talk. It seems like an expensive show. So I don't expect to be picked up, especially in the middle of a strike.
Yeah.
But
it's just like that.
Damn. Such a good show, man. Fuck, that's a good show. Like, never seen a show like it with the way they satire. It's like a comic book basketball. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the Celtics, so that's why it came up. But man,
no, I know, because I know we say fuck Boston, but I think for the Malcolm Brogdon thing, it was like it kind of reminds me of like the Kawhi Leonard and San Antonio Spurs thing. So the issue was like he has an elbow injury, and it's kind of like how they're kind of like sometimes I'm hearing from athletes how sometimes they like organization would push you to play when you're not even ready to play. So like it's not the trade. It's like, yo, how are you guys handling my elbow thing? Yeah, and it's like this is my life. And I think when it comes to stuff like that, I already don't like the Celtics for numerous reasons, especially the Isaiah Thomas was like the kind of like the cherry on top.
I'm a Laker fan, so fuck Celtics.
I just feel like when I'm looking at it, you know, I don't wish bad on people because they do have some players on that team that I do like, but I'm just like, this organization is just kind of keep saying fuck Boston. So I just feel like it's very interesting with the trade that even when we're talking about the Blazers and we're getting close to the season starting, and Dame is still on the team. Harden's stuck on the 76ers, so all you got to do is just
I seen that nigga. He was hugging the white man the other day. I seen him. The Daryl Morey put up a picture of James Harden getting off the jet hugging him and shit. They fine now. I'm gonna tell you something. James Harden will be gone by the trade deadline. Damian Lillard, I think he'll be gone in the next 2 weeks. I think enough is enough. Like, having him in camp doesn't help. It's weird. It's awkward. You guys aren't trying to win. Let him go. I think within the next 2 weeks, Dame will be in Miami. They're just looking for a third team to make it so it works for them. But Dame will be in Miami. James Harden, same shit that always happens to him. He's going to get traded at trade deadline because he's going to play like shit. And Philly's going to say he's useless. He's going to go... He'll end up on the Clippers, and because the Clippers will have some young guy emerge. I don't know, but it won't matter because the Clippers always hurt. It's the same. It's a script. It's the same shit.
I mean, it kind of goes into like the rest policy. So all these things is like, with the whole rest policy when load management.
Piss a lot of dudes off.
This is low key like the Kawhi Leonard rule because it's like trying to make sure to avoid people just taking like games off and playing like under like 65, 70 games, which I think is good. I think unless you're like really hurt, I don't understand why you're sitting. Like like you already have off days to do massages.
This is your job.
Like I don't understand. So I think we got to see how the Clippers are because they're always hurt with PG and Kawhi. Yeah. But other teams don't really do rest like that very rarely. But it's going to be seeing how it works out for sure.
It's literally everyone's a business entity. As a player, you're a business entity, and the NBA is a business. Yeah. Yes, we all fight against the idea of big business. We do, but at the end of the day, they are a business, and you're affecting this business by deciding that you're just going to rest because you feel you're tired. Hey, this is part of the job. You're not working in the office. You're not. You know what I mean? The job is to play basketball. Fortunately, sometimes you're going to be tired. Sometimes you're going to be sore. That is the job. I won't say a combat sport, but you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the job. Of course. Like Skip said, if you're really hurt, that is what it is. But if you're just like, yo, I just need a rest day, that's not, like when players say I'm not playing back-to-backs, that's not the deal here. So, I mean, hey, I don't know. And wrap some tape around your ankle, say you got hurt, and lie, because that's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to start happening.
That's a fact.
Yeah. They're just going to say, oh, I twisted my ankle, can't play today. That's all. I don't see this policy as being a big deal because you pay the doctors, you pay the trainers. Yeah. They're going to say whatever you need them to say.
Yeah, I mean, but also, like, you know how, like, it compound, like the first fine is, like, I think, like, 500,000. It ramps up to, like, $1 million. And it keeps ramping up. It ramps up, like, excessively quick. Like, once you get to the third or fourth one, it's like, oh, they're really taking like money out of your pocket. So I don't know if they're gonna try to like actually check medical records. Like this is when it's like, are you checking like the sick day pass?
Yeah.
If they do, then it's like then it becomes more of like legality or fraud. So we'll see how it goes. But I would just hyper focus on Kawhi, and I'll hyper focus on who else does fucking rest day. I can't even remember because most of those people that are old don't.
I mean, the older players. I mean. AD, I don't know if he takes rest. AD wasn't playing back.
AD be getting hurt.
He be getting hurt, but I'm a Laker fan.
No, he gets hurt.
But he at a point in the season he wasn't doing back-to-backs.
This doesn't count for LeBron, Chris Paul, anybody over the age of 36, 37 because they old.
They're
so it's
old.
different. Like it's different for him because like he literally tries to play as many games as possible. So if he's sitting down, it's because he literally can't play. Yeah. But for all the people that are under the age of like 34, 35, like if you can play, you should be playing because they're trying to get as much money as possible for the NBA, like you said.
It's a business, man. This is what it is.
What else we got?
I think all we got is just the WNBA playoffs. Go Liberty.
All facts. Liberty is the best New York basketball team right now.
At the moment.
Best team in New York, period, at this point. Listen.
Yankees suck. Giants, I don't know what the hell they're doing.
I mean, Yankees not making the playoffs. Mets not making the playoffs.
Yes.
I'm in them finals. I'm telling you. I'm in Barclays for the Liberty.
The first parade in a while might be.
Oh
Liberty,
yeah, I'm in there. I'm
gonna have to get some final tickets, man.
But we're gonna get some tickets to the finals. I'm gonna go to the finals.
I don't want to jinx, but if they get parade, I'm gonna have to go to one of those games. I will make sure I go.
You know, right now I think they're playing the Connecticut Sun. Team Liberty. We're gonna win that, and then hopefully we end up Liberty versus Aces is a fucking Lakers Celtics for the WNBA right now.
That'll be fire.
So we in there, man. I'm gonna get me some tickets when they make the finals. I'm gonna say when. But I think that's all we got, man. That's all we got.
Yeah.
That's it. Listen, I want to thank everybody for being patient with us on these last couple of weeks. Skip, thank you for coming out here, man.
Yes, sir.
Kicking with us, man. Dro's behind the camera. We appreciate you guys. Like I said, we got some announcements coming up. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, listening, doing all the beautiful things you guys do every single week. We come out 9 a.m. Every Friday. Monday, YouTube at 12 p.m. IMG Players on Twitter. Imaginary Players NYC on Instagram. Imaginary Players Podcast on TikTok. Like, subscribe, do all the beautiful things you guys do. Thank you guys again. All right, we're out of here.
Yes.
All right, later.